We got episode 205 here for the Councilmen show, as there are so many trailers from Secret Invasion, Blue Beetle, Barbie, Ahsoka, Spider-Verse, all over the interweb. And we'll be talking about it today. Join us for this show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Council Can. Yes, today this will be the 205th episode. Today we are joined by the four of us, the usual. We got Can,
I
Can,
can.
Can, and Can. Yep, as usual, sadly we don't have a Barbie. Maybe that will change in the future.
Mm.
Damn.
Are we
Alright,
gonna are we gonna are we gonna be sharing one Barbie or gonna have multiple Barbies?
um, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're into. You don't have to share it now, Albert.
Okay. 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 Was not my intention. But all right.
Yeah, Ariq is going to turn on his camera soon. He just wants everyone to look at
I
his
just want you guys to
creation right
see
there.
this majesty.
I'm
It
very-
even speaks
Who's-
stupidity there.
Whose mouth? For audio listener, Ariq have a picture on instead of his camera. It's the Barbie meme of his face with someone else's mouth on it. Whose mouth is that?
Oh, that is my mouth.
Is
It's just a
that?
different
That's not
photo.
your
He
mouth.
just, he just
How do
enlarged
you know
his
what my
mouth.
mouth looks like?
Why is
yeah,
it a
Albert.
why is it a different skin tone from the nose down?
Because the lighting.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay. I guess the lighting.
The
Fair.
lighting made it very difficult
Fair.
to
Fair.
edit.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, yeah.
Everyone
I-
has seen it. I'll leave it on
Yep.
for a bit.
But yeah, Albert, you said you want to address something before we start.
Yeah. So yeah, we got plenty of new stuff to talk about today. Obviously, all the trailers we'll get to, and all the other news and Star Wars Celebration talk. But before we do start with that whole thing, we sort of want to talk about what happened last week. Last week, our episode was released during April 1st, which was April Fool's. So we had the idea of doing the show in reverse, starting from the Councilman has spoken, and then going the show in reverse, weekly watches at the very end, and we do like our opening at the ending. And apparently, some of the people who watch live caught on. A lot of people who was listening on the playback got very lost. I've got some DMs on Instagram and Twitter saying what just happened. So yeah, we just sort of want to address of what that happened. We decided to play a prank. I don't know if it was a successful prank at
I
all.
feel like it was successful. It was pretty well done.
It worked.
It worked so well. They thought there's something wrong with us.
No, it worked so well, they thought that they missed half the show.
Mm.
That is true.
That's
It's like,
true.
oh my god, we're already past weekly watches and all this thing. But yeah, Ariq, how did you feel as the lone member who got left out of that episode? Do you feel left out?
What do you mean? I was there the whole time.
No,
That was
no,
the
you-
joke. Yes, it was. That was the joke. I was there the whole time.
What?
Uh, sure. All I can
I don't
say,
get it.
all I can say is that I've talked about my podcast to like one or two of my coworkers, and last week was the first episode they decided to listen to, and they're like, "Your show is very interesting," and I'm very confused, and I had to explain the whole thing, and it was like, "Huh." So I feel like this has happened to me so many times where I promote something to someone check it out, and once they do, they just happen to hop in at like the wrong time. Like,
It's always
this
the
is like an
weirdest
example.
episode that they hop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very unfortunate. I think we lost a listener. I don't think he'll be listening to the show ever again. He'll be like, I'm good. Well, but yeah. that is that is what happened. I don't know
That
if
is
that's anyone
unfortunate.
else's first episode as well, but apologies. Maybe not. Maybe I
Hey,
don't
yeah,
apologize.
it's April Fools. We don't have to apologize for that. The- Just gotta
I
look at
wasn't
the
on, so
calendar.
I cannot be blamed for it. So
You agreed on the idea.
I know,
That is
but I
true.
didn't want to be a part of it.
You're partially
So,
responsible for agreeing to it. All right.
Fair.
I don't know. Should we just start or?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
I
let's
guess so.
just go
Let's
ahead.
start with our usual weekly watchies, I guess. But before that, Albert, do the pluggy.
Yep. So once again, welcome to the Councilman Show. Follow us on our socials at Councilman Show on the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Letterbox. You can also listen to this podcast on audio format wherever you listen to podcasts. And you can also watch this live on the Councilman Show YouTube channel as we go live every Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, that is all the plugs. And once again, before we go to weekly watches, we got trailers galore: Blue Beetle, Spider Verse, Secret Invasion, Barbie, all the Star Wars Celebration stuff, all the other news that we're gonna be talking about. So tune in. We're in for a good time, hopefully.
All right, let's play the music, I guess. Yeah.
Let's do this. Are you ready for the weekly council segment? Weekly watches. We've been watching TVs, movies, rating 1 to 5, maybe trying to be boring. Alvin's dancing in the video for all the audio listeners.
he's twerking.
Kelvin is shaking ass.
Look at the moves. Look at Ken's moves.
For our show's weekly watches. By the way,
was-
before we go to the weekly watches, I just want to say, Calvin, I was telling Calvin this week about I was talking about some music, and I told him a particular song make you shake ass, and Calvin goes like, "What the heck is shake ass?" And I was like, "That's how the cool kids say twerking nowadays. They shake ass." And Calvin disagree to me. I just made up
What?
that word.
Yes, I know, but you told me you made it up.
I'm trying to make it a thing, Calvin, so I don't look weird when I say it.
All right. Well, man, the thing is, you made the shake. If you want to make shake ass a thing, you gotta do the shake ass, Albert. You can't just say it.
You just
Can't
did it
just
for
say
me
it.
just now for the weekly watches team.
Yeah, I was assisting.
Gotcha.
All right. So for weekly watchies, I don't know, Ariq, or actually Teguh, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I watched half a movie.
Yeah.
Watch half a movie. Okay, so you want to say you say half the title, okay? Say half the title and we'll
I
guess.
have the title. Yeah, we'll guess. 6? It's his
What?
draft, is it? Yeah, it's his draft 65, right?
Oh, 6. You watched 6. What happened at 6 BC? I don't know.
Did you watch the first half? Did you watch the second half, or just the middle part?
He watched the middle part, so he missed the beginning and end.
Hey, you never know. You got like he came to the theater late, got stuck in the middle, and then he had to leave early. You technically half.
Yeah, I watched the first half, and then like I just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh no! Is it?
He
is it
couldn't
bad?
take it.
No,
Is that
like
huh?
no. Here's the thing, right? I read the reviews first before I went in, and like a lot of it was like a lot of these people are like too extreme. It's not that bad, but it's not really good either. It's just meh and stuff like that. But then I watched it. I think the big problem is like the thing is right with movies like these. As stupid as the plot gets, I can still turn off my brain and just enjoy the action, which is what I tend to do anyway for like these kinds of movies. But I can't do it for this because the movie can't seem to figure out what the fuck it wants to be.
Okay.
Like in like I can't tell if it's trying to be scary with all the dinosaurs because it's trying to do that, but it's also trying to be a comedy with the comedy scenes between Adam Driver and like the lead like little girl. Like they have like weird like comedy, like family comedy kinds of like
What?
jokes and stuff.
What is the plot exactly?
So what I thought when I saw the trailer,
Okay.
right, was like they were like going back in time, or like some well, not going back in time. Like humans, Earth is dying. Stereotypical, yeah. Like Earth is dying, they need to find a new planet. So like invent
Mhm.
like, ooh, we're gonna go to another planet, or like, oh, maybe they invent a time machine. Like if it's a time machine, then they ended up like back in the dinosaurs. If they go through another planet, they got stuck in some space storm and ended up like back in time or some shit like that, and blah blah blah, right? But then like it turned out no, not even. It's just like 65 million years ago, apparently humans existed on some other random ass planet,
Oh.
and like Earth, and like Adam Driver was a taxi driver, basically. A space
Okay.
taxi driver. He like
A
ferries like
space
Wait,
taxi,
so
man.
Adam Driver
So
was indeed a driver?
he was a driver.
so it's
Like
it's
carrying
like the
like
Fifth Element.
he just like shuttles goods, and like this time he had to shuttle like some cryopods. And then
Wait,
apparently
so
there was
in this universe, like time traveling is normal, I guess.
no, it wasn't even time travel. Just like 65 million years ago, there were humans on other planets.
Okay.
Literally, it's not
Alright.
even time travel, Kelvin. It's
Wait,
set
wait, wait,
65
wait.
million years ago.
Oh wait, so the whole film is set 65 million years ago. There was no time travel involved.
No time travel involved.
Okay.
Oh, so these are like
Oh, I thought that's
ancient
like time
humans.
traveling. Yeah, these are ancient humans, I guess.
Yeah,
They're like ancient humans that
65 million
existed.
years ago
All right, all right.
with like spaceships and stuff, and then like apparently like on like ended up in an uncharted asteroid belt, and it had to crash land on Earth. And then I didn't care enough to watch the rest of the movie.
You're not
I
gonna
will.
not gonna finish it ever.
We'll see about it.
Not
But like
curious by the ending.
I might just skip to the end. But like
Or Teguh, just watch it in like double the
yeah,
two times
that's not
number.
much worth the watch for the stupidity. Not even. It's not even like stupid enough for me to enjoy. I think that's a big problem. And yeah, a lot of the things, right? Like for example, like for it trying to be scary, like all the menacing, like dinosaurs and all of that, right? Like it's trying to be scary by showing all of like the typical like scenes that they would show you to like build up the hype and scare stuff, but they don't know what makes it work. As in like
Okay.
they'll show you all the scenes, but they'll like show you like give you all like the information as well, so you don't end up scared because you know what's going to happen. Like you know what's out. And like yeah,
Huh.
and like what really bothered me was like the random changes in tone in the story, like just throughout the scenes. Like first it's a horror movie, then suddenly it's not, and suddenly it's a comedy, and suddenly it's a family movie. Like what the hell do you want to be?
Mm.
Dinosaur.
Interesting.
I thought it's like a dinosaur action movie. I thought it's just that. I guess not.
Not even halfway through the
Yeah.
movie, I didn't see a dinosaur.
Wait, what? You did wait. You didn't see any dinosaur.
Okay, I saw like a tiny one. They're like this big.
Tiny
Okay, that's
dinosaur.
no, I'm not counting that. All right, that's
Like
disappointing.
yeah, because like no, here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing that annoys me. Like they show you all the signs. Like oh, there's like big ass like footprints, and like there's a dead carcass, and I don't know, like there's something else here that's scary. But at no point do I feel scared. Because they also show like a bird's like not a bird's eye, but like a wide shot from above a mountain, and you can see a T-Rex right there. And then you're just like,
What? Is a T-Rex is something that's scary?
yeah, it's a T-Rex.
You know it's saying a lot when Teguh out of all people is the one who says it is not that scary. So,
Yeah,
so, yeah, that's
like
upsetting.
it's trying to be, but like it's like they didn't figure out what makes a movie scary. You know,
Mm.
like they have all the scenes, but it's not executed well, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, it's currently this film's currently 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.6
Oof.
on IMDb.
Oof.
Yeah.
I will say I did like the spaceship. It was cool.
The design of it,
The
I
design of it.
guess. Alright,
Fair.
alright.
I didn't
So
like how
there's a
stupid
point
the
for that.
AI was.
Well, what's with the AI?
The reason why they crash landed, right? The AI was like just flying the spaceship, and Adam Driver was like asleep. And then the AI is like, "Warning: unexpected meteor belt ahead,"
Okay.
and then doesn't do anything, just flies right into it.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
it's gonna like avoid it or something. It's like,
Yeah, and
look,
it is like,
danger.
and then it had to go out to fucking say manual override required after it ran into the fucking asteroid belt and lost a wing. Like, it
No
lost an
shit.
entire thruster. Is like warning, like damage to hull, like a manual override required, and I'm just like,
They
you
they
could
they
just
the AI thought it's like,
fly
yeah, I
away
can do
from
this.
it, you know?
The AI is like, yeah, I can pass through this meteor belt, no problem. Hits one's like, nope, not my fault, not my fault.
Like, I should probably wake the pilot up now. So bad.
Oof, screwed up.
Okay, so I just
So-
found out. So the directors of 65, they helped co-write A Quiet Place, and then they made this garbage.
Oof.
What a way! What a way!
right.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
don't
the
know how
what-
much. I don't know how much,
much they got
of the
involved in it.
co-writing. Yeah, because it's very much a John Krasinski passion project for A Quiet Place. So I
they,
don't know
they
how
just
much it
wrote
is.
like, "Ooh, scary monster."
And this one is also produced by Sam Raimi. I feel like if Sam Raimi directed it, it will be much more fun and more, at least
Yeah.
visually, much more appealing too. I don't know how. Is it like just
No, the visuals were good.
visually boring?
No,
Or
the visuals were good. It's the execution. No, I think yeah. No, actually, now that you've given me this information, I think yeah, the visually it was great. You could tell it was a bit lower budget sometimes, but like visually it was okay. Like I
Mhm.
was not disappointed by the visual. I was disappointed by the execution of the scenes. And even the writing, I feel like if it didn't change tone midway like 3 times in like 10 minutes, um I would be okay with it. I don't think I would like it, but I'd be okay with it. But nah. Also, I think another problem, I realized this really early on, is the movie's only 90 minutes long.
I was just about to say
That's
the fact that you quit on a movie that's 90 minutes says a lot.
yeah.
The pacing also felt really bad.
Ugh.
I
Ooh,
think the
that's
change in
bad.
tones is less because of bad writing and more because of bad pacing, maybe. Like maybe the original cut where it's like maybe longer, or I would assume, no, it's probably longer. Probably has better pacing and the changes of tone probably isn't as bad. But because they had to cut it down to 90 minutes, it just felt really out of place sometimes.
Yeah. Oof. So, how since you watch half a movie, how are we rating this? Are we gonna give it? So whatever
Awful
rating you
rating.
get, whatever rating you give, we cut it in half. So,
It's a 1, so it's a half.
So
or you wanna save it until you actually finish the movie.
I'll just say it right now. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay.
It's a 1.
give it a 2.
But I'll no, this is with my assumption that this like pace keeps up till the end of the movie, but I'll watch it
Uh-huh.
till the end and figure
All
it
right,
out.
all right. So
Yes.
for as of now, it's a 2 out of
As of
5.
It's a
now,
2.
the
It could
tentative
get lower.
score. Yeah,
It could
maybe
get
higher,
lower.
but don't get your
Maybe
hopes up.
higher. Yeah. I don't think it's I think at max it's a 3 or 2.5 maybe.
Hmm.
All
I
right,
don't
all
know why,
right, all
but
right.
I want to mention this because I'm looking at the original trailer for 65, right?
Mhm.
Every one of these comments can feature in r/aged like milk because everyone here is just like super hyped and excited for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. The trailer looked good, but
It
God.
did. Yeah, we were hyped for it, I think. Well, to somewhat
I
extent.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I
was
don't know actually.
I was mid about it.
I
I
was
was okay
expecting
about it
at
either.
least a mid movie. Not
It's not
this.
even mid.
Not
Not
this
even
schlong.
mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing mid
Right.
about it was how much of it I watched.
Oh, middle. The middle.
Middle.
Oh,
I
well,
watched the middle.
fair enough. All right,
All right.
65 it is.
65 got a 2. All right.
Mm.
Okay. I guess let's move on to the person that was gone last week, Ariq.
Hmm.
What did you watch?
Last week I watched nothing, but I was gone
Yeah.
anyway, so who cares? This week I watched a new film.
Okay.
Wahoo!
Oh,
Just
Super
good to say that.
Mario.
Oh.
The Super
Yeah,
Mario Brothers movie.
yeah. Apparently, I watched it on release. It was on the release day. It was released on Wednesday of this week
Yeah.
Okay.
in Indonesia. Isn't the
Wait,
same in
did
the
Albert
US? I
watch
guess
this
so.
as well?
I also watch it, so I can chime in.
Okay, you guys can do it together
it's
then.
also
Yeah.
released on Wednesday in the US, surprisingly. So yeah,
Oh,
Huh.
usually it come
Okay.
out
very
Thursday
nice.
in the US, but this one's
All
Wednesday.
right. Since it is a new film of this week, I guess I'll just do a non-spoiler.
Yeah. I guess do a non-spoiler one.
All right. So
General thoughts.
general thoughts. Okay. So the film is very good, very enjoyable. Well, okay, you know what? Very good makes it sound like it's equivalent to John Wick 4. No, it's not. It's not.
Mario Wick.
Mario Wick. No, it's not. It's just a very it's just an entertaining, fun, enjoyable film. That's pretty good. That's it. And I
Okay.
thought, and yeah, honestly, and I thought like the film's like it's pretty decent and all that. But then I just checked the Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, what the hell are wrong with these critics, bro?
The critics,
It
yeah.
is not a 56%. Just isn't. It's like at least a 70. It's actually a fun watch. Because like the whole thing is like I said, it's very simple. The story is very linear. It's very simple to understand. It's very short.
Mhm.
The film is 90 minutes as well, so it's not
Yeah.
very long. Doesn't feel dragged out.
Mhm.
The visuals, the effects, the whole world was actually genuinely interesting. I don't
Mhm.
even play any of the Mario games apart from like unless I was invited to someone's house to play at, i.e., I played in Albert's house
Mario
Mario
Kart and
Kart
stuff like
along
that.
with
Yeah,
Kelvin, I think. Yeah.
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 But like I'm pretty sure a lot of people like saw bits like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of references in that film that people caught up, and I'm pretty sure like those are pretty enjoyable to see. And of course you get to see like a wide cast of like characters from the said like world.
Mhm.
Not just Bowser and all that, but like what's his name? Is it like Bomb
Donkey-
King or something? The one with the
Oh, King
the
Boo.
Kim, yeah. Oh no,
King Boo and
that's
then
the
the bomb.
ghost.
Yeah.
And the bomb, yeah,
There's
like
also the bomb character. Yeah.
yeah, and so you see those like other characters. So it's nice to see. And I don't know why I say also like Peach is such a badass. Princess Peach is such a badass character. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
badass
no
And
shit.
Angel
character.
of
Sorry.
Joy.
Princess Peach is Barbie and Mario is Ken.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, they are.
It really is.
Oh, they are. But yeah, overall, I'd give this a critics are stupid out of 5. Okay, no, sorry. I meant I'd give this a. I don't even know if it's a 3.5 or a 4. I don't know. It's a 4 out of 5 just to talk shit
Oh.
on the critics because honestly, it's such a fun film. Like
So is this a genuine 4.5
it is.
or
It is.
okay?
It is.
Oh,
It's
4 out
actually
of 5. Okay.
yeah 4 out of 5. It's genuinely like a fun film.
Okay.
Part of me doesn't want to recommend it to watch it on theaters because you might get seats with a bunch of kids and they'll start shouting.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you'd be like, I can't enjoy this film. But you know what? Like, if you want to watch this film, try to get a seat that's like away from all the families, so you can enjoy it.
Alright.
But yeah, very good, very fun film.
How about Albert? What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on this on Super
Um,
Mario?
I'll just say I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I also do enjoy it. It's very simple and lighthearted, and this is basically sort of everything you ever want from if you're a fan of Mario, everything you ever want from a Mario adaptation, this movie's got it. And that because they cram everything, like every single reference, Easter eggs from various Mario games, Mario levels, Mario Kart, even like snippets of like Smash Bros a little bit, but not really, of just those like what's it called? Not Stadium Brawl. What's the platform? Not platform. You know what
Smash
I'm. You know what
Bros?
I'm saying? Like Smash Bros is what type of game it is called? Where you
Yeah,
just
I
Yeah,
don't know what
that
it's
kind of-
called,
okay,
but
that,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
type of game. Okay.
Yeah. So they got reference with that, and they got like Ariq said, all the characters and everything like that. It's literally like a Mario fan going to a candy shop, and this is what you get. And it can get overwhelming. I can see why some people would say that. And again, it's a fun time, and as a fan, I do enjoy it a lot because that's what I want from a Mario movie, right? Like, especially its Illumination, the creator of Minions. Like, I don't expect them to make an adaptation in terms of story like The Last of Us. I know I'm not gonna be crying my eyes out at the end of the movie. I know what I'm expecting from a Mario Bros adaptation, and this is exactly what they delivered. So, like in terms of an overall great movie, I don't think it's like the greatest thing in the world. I think for what they did as an adaptation for Mario, I think they did a perfectly good job for it. The voice cast is good. I heard some people have issues with the voice because of like, oh, Mario's not doing the Italian voice. They sort of justified a little bit in the beginning of the film. And to be fair, I don't have an issue with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day with how they interpret the Mario and Luigi voice. I know some people have that issue, so I think it really depends on what kind of perception you have to begin with coming into the film. I don't know if Ariq felt that way at all.
Well, to be fair, I never grew up with Mario, so I didn't really care much about their voices.
Gotcha. Peach was good at Killer Joy. I think Jack Black did a fantastic Bowser voice. Mike, Bowser's voice is so good.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was also fun, although like it's literally just Seth Rogen's voice. So yeah,
It is, yeah.
Um,
He didn't laugh though, or he didn't laugh the typical way.
oh, he didn't. He didn't do that. Yeah.
I don't know how do you do the Seth Rogen's laugh? Yeah, I can do it.
But again, it's an overall it's a fun time, and it's 90 minutes. It goes by very fast. And again, if you're a Mario fan, you will enjoy it just because of the Easter eggs. Visually, it looks great. Animation looks great, and the music, they do a lot of like
yeah,
adaptation
there's-
from the video game
there's
music.
adaptation from a video game, so
Very
yeah.
much so, from just the regular Mario, the platform mover music, to the Mario Kart music and everything like that. And again, so many references. If you're a fan, you will enjoy this just as like, oh, finally something that I love, one of the biggest video game characters being in the big screen for the first time. No, the live action film does not happen. That one is totally that does not count as Mario. But it's like exactly the first time you see it, and I think you will enjoy it if you're a Mario fan. So yeah.
Alright. I don't know, Teguh, are you somewhat interested in watching Super Mario at one point?
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
I
okay.
was pretty interested.
But did someone pick this right for our
I
draft?
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Albert
you
did.
did. Oh,
I
alright.
had a feeling it was gonna be like middling. At least I thought it's gonna be fan is gonna love it, which is right because Rotten Tomato fan score is big, and I have a feeling critics was gonna hate it, which is true. And I'm also gambling on the fact that maybe it might make some box office money because it is. I mean, my theater was crowded the other day for Mario, and all of them are kids. So yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm probably not gonna watch it. I really don't care about Super Mario.
you didn't grow up in a Nintendo household.
I mean, I have a Game Boy Advance, but I don't
Fair.
play Mario in it. I play Madagascar.
Yeah, like I play Mario Kart. I was never too big on the Mario like platform game. I played a couple of the Mario Kart. I play Mario Odyssey. I play Smash Bros. Obviously, I play Mario Party. I play, but yeah. So I've never actually play too much on the mainline Mario, but like the side Mario, I've been a fan of. So yeah,
Yeah, the party games, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Alright. Yeah, alright. I guess that's that for Super Mario Bros. Albert gave it, was it 3.5? And Abik gave it a 4. Okay. Alright. I guess I'll move on to me. As I promised last week, I watched Winnie the Pooh. Blood and
Fun,
Honey.
Blood and honey.
Yep, I did. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
How was it? Oh my
It's
god.
bad. It's like it's not even like it's I don't know. Some parts of it is so bad it's good, but most of the part is just bad, not good, kind of thing. You know, like the whole script and everything. God, it's bad. All right, it's just it's very stiff, I guess. You know, and then I don't know. I thought it's gonna be more than because the movie is mostly just Pooh and Piglet. That's the thing. I thought we are going to have like the other characters like the kangaroo and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know their names. Yeah, and
It's
apparently not.
Kanga and Ru. That's the name of the
Oh,
kangaroo.
it's Kanga and Roo. Yeah, we don't even get the owl or the was it Tigger? Yeah, we
Tigger.
didn't
Mhm.
even get those. So it's just really Pooh, Piglet, and uh, I guess yeah, you guys don't care about this. So yeah, Eeyore died
Mm.
apparently at the start. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
I've,
because
I've
pretty
heard that. Yeah,
It
I'm
wasn't. Yeah,
pretty
it was a
sure it's
premise,
in.
right?
It was a premise. Yeah, they killed Eeyore, I think, on
Yeah,
the
yeah, they killed
Wikipedia.
Eeyore because they were hungry
yeah.
and they need to eat something. Yeah. So apparently
Uh,
the story is that like Christopher Robbins, they the usual story, right? Goes to 100 Acre Woods, be friends with them, but then university starts and Christopher Robbins leave them be. But because of that, uh Winnie the Pooh and friends are now starving because Christopher Robbins not bringing them food anymore. That's the problem. So they're like, all right, let's eat Eeyore. They eat Eeyore. And then after that, they start to eat each other, kind of thing. And then at one point, they start kidnapping humans to eat them. Yeah, yeah, that happens. And then the story starts when like Christopher Robbins wants to go back to the 100 Acre Woods with his wife. That's like, oh, it's Pooh. I don't get how.
silly old
a-
bear. And then it
he,
just
he
starts
did.
killing.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I didn't really like. That they say that Pooh and Piglet they basically decided to like screw the humans. We're not gonna speak English anymore. So they just growls most of the time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
but they
like,
can they
I'll
can speak earlier in the film.
no, they didn't. They didn't. Every time they show like the flashback, it's always in the a hand drawn style kind of thing,
Oh,
like
okay,
in
okay.
the Christopher Robbins movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was. Um, yeah. So I thought the story was going to focus on Christopher Robin, like trying to survive. No, it's not. Christopher Robin, 90% of the movie, was just tied up and being whipped by Pooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Huh.
Yeah, and then we just have some random like I think it was four girls that's like someone just broke up with her and then they're like, oh, sad. They go to a cabin together and then they like, you know, try to forget. And then apparently it's in the 100 Acre Woods. Like, goddamn, freak the news, man. People's been missing there. But yeah, it's definitely very gore. Um, yeah, a lot of head smashing, a lot of not head, a lot of whipping. Yeah, and punching. There's that. Uh, yeah. The only thing I love about this is the fact that Winnie the Pooh got like a signature move,
Oh my.
right? Which
What?
is just
Ah.
well, what you call that? A bitch slap.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You just smack Christopher Robin.
Dude, yeah, legit. It's like, alright, he was like intimidating this girl, right? He's already like, oh, eating the honey, smearing or something like that, and like the drool kind of drops on her. I thought he's gonna like starts eating her face or something, and no, he just like raises his hands, slap, and then like again, slap, slap. Like what? He's just slapping. That's the best part of the movie when he just goes around slapping people.
Oh my.
Yeah, and then was it Winnie the Pooh takes down a whole gang of bikers, the usual stuff, right? That
As
Winnie
you
the Pooh
do.
does.
As you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you do. But yeah, that's basically the best part when Pooh starts slapping. Yeah. There might I think there will be a sequel because Pooh did not die.
Did they not? Did they already lost the rights to this?
I don't know.
Because they were able to make it because it was under public domain at one point. But I thought
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what I thought too. But then
I don't
I
know the
looked
whole
at
thing.
Winnie the
I
Pooh
hope not.
letterbox and related film Winnie the Pooh 2 right here. I'm showing you on this live stream right
Does
now.
does
Oh,
Christopher wait Christopher Robin dies at the end of this movie?
Implied, I think, that he's dead. Oh, wait, I
Oh
kind of
God.
forgot. Did he die?
I-
Yeah, he think he died.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia and it says alongside with the announcement of the potential sequel, they also announced Bambi: The Reckoning and Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which is gonna
Damn.
be.
Bambi the Reckoning.
What the hell is Bambi gonna do? Attack the hunter?
Bambi the Reckoning.
Yeah.
They also the creator also expressed interest in making a Thor, the Norse god of thunder horror movie, um, alongside with the Teletubbies and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
You know,
There
I'll
is
see
no
if
way
you
this
guys-
guy have the rights to all of this.
if those movie ever comes out, I'll save you guys a trouble and I'll watch it for you guys. All right.
How many stars are you giving this? Straight up one.
I straight up one. Give it a straight up
Okay.
one.
Straight
Could
up
be,
one.
it the only reason it was saved from half is because of Winnie the Pooh slap.
Can I just? I am looking at Letterboxd and I saw some of the most liked review on Letterboxd and it's so great. Someone wrote down Cinema Joe reviewed. Yo, unrelease this.
Unreleased.
And then there, Adam Bolt write down, I am now anti-public domain. And Al wrote down, Winnie Pooh dies tonight. This is the movie Diego Calva saw in his epiphany at the end of Babylon. So yeah.
All right. To answer Fredlo Movie's question here, is it worth the watch? No, it's not. Unless you are like stupid drunk. Then maybe.
And maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Even then, it's a
Stupid drunk
maybe.
with friends, you know. Even then, it's a maybe. So, yeah, that's my review for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Actually,
Can't wait for the sequel.
Before we move on, I think when
God.
Albert mentioned what is it, Bambi the Reckoning? This is what I thought of.
But,
It's this
I mean,
old
Yeah,
sure.
the Dwayne,
SNL.
the Dwayne Johnson SNL.
The Dwayne Johnson SNL one. Yeah.
Well, for one, they will not be able to have the budget to get Dwayne Johnson, but if they do,
they'll get them. They'll just get some buff guy
Some
to
buff
play
guy.
Bambi. Yeah. That I would
Yeah,
watch though.
it literally say the film will be about the titular character getting revenge after the death of his mother.
Yeah,
And
basically,
principal
so it's this
photography have started in January 2020. They are actually doing this.
Damn.
Oh God.
Bambi the Reckoning is a great title. All right, so I'll give it I'll give it a watch at one point whenever it's out.
Well, rip.
Bambi the Reckoning. All right, yeah. So that's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I guess we'll move on to Albert. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as I mentioned, this week I saw Super Mario Brothers. I saw another movie that just got released this week as well. And Katie Lynch said it. I did make a YouTube short for theater review for it. I watched Air, the film directed by Ben Affleck, starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Viola Davis, Jason Bateman, Chris Tucker. And I don't remember if we talked about this on the show or it was just we
talked about the
mentioned.
trailer.
I think we
about
talked
it.
about the trailer. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't
Yeah.
remember if it was happening during March where they didn't got the chance to talk about it. But yeah, it's basically what it is. It's a story of how Nike signed the deal with Michael Jordan to create the Air Jordan brand line that we now know, like one of the most famous shoe line ever. And it's very interesting because obviously Nike is waging their bets on Michael Jordan, who at that point is not in the NBA yet. So they're sort of waging their bets on a college prospect. And yes, Michael Jordan was a good college player, but he never became the star that he is until the NBA, right? So Nike was like, okay, we're putting all our chips into this one guy. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. It's like a whole business side on that drama. At the same time, Nike during that era, the early 80s, they are not the big, in terms of basketball, they are not the big like juggernaut that it is for basketball shoes. It was all Converse because like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Julius Erving, legends in the 80s, all wear Converse. Adidas was on the rise for basketball as well. Nike barely had anyone that was like in terms of basketball representation. So it's like an underdog for Nike, and at the same time they're sort of waging their whole bets into this, and Michael Jordan sort of like not wanting the whole thing. So it's very interesting. Ben Affleck plays Phil Knight, who is like the owner CEO of Nike. Matt Damon plays sort of like a basketball scout analyst that is like um, putting his career on the line to convince a company to go for Michael. And Viola Davis plays Michael Jordan's mom. Very great performance by Viola Davis. Um, I believe is that Delilah Jordan is the name of Michael Jordan's mom. But yeah, it's a very well directed film. I love Argo, directed by Ben Affleck. I like The Town, also directed by Ben Affleck. So this one, the third Ben Affleck film that I've seen directed by Ben Affleck, is also really good. And it says a lot, especially because I know what happened. I know Nike signs Michael Jordan. We all know that. But at one point in the film, it was like it seems like all hope is lost, and Jordan was gonna sign with Adidas, and like he's not gonna sign with Nike. And in the theater, I was like, oh no, Nike's gonna lose. And then I suddenly just snapped to reality. Wait a minute, I know what happens. This is real life. Nike did not lose. Jordan signed with Nike. I'm like, shit. I got so invested that I thought Nike was gonna lose. So it says something if the direction and the writing is like that convincing. And the moment where they finally got Michael Jordan, the scene was like so chill inducing that I got like goosebumps. Like, oh, that is so cool. That celebration by the whole Nike company that they finally got Jordan. So yeah, it's really cool. If you like this kind of story, a very business driven drama. If you're a fan of basketball story, I think you'll enjoy this, even though there's not that much basketball in it, but like more of the business side of things with like sports agency. Like again, if you're a shoe head, is that what they're called? Sneakerhead. This whole thing, I think you'll enjoy it.
Shoehead.
But overall,
Are you a
yeah,
shoehead?
Be a cool kid. And that's why Albert cannot be a cool kid.
Yeah, I cannot at all. I say shake ass and I say shoe head. Yeah, definitely not a cool kid. But yeah, this is also a very dad movie, and like in a good way. Like saying a good comparison I can think of, and this also happens to have Matt Damon, is Ford v Ferrari, because that is a very dad movie, and this gave me that same vibe of a very dad movie. So yeah, Kelvin will definitely enjoy that. I know that for sure. I don't know about Teguh. Ariq might most likely enjoy it too. But yeah, again, it's a very good drama. It have some great comedic moments as well that I really do enjoy. So yeah, highly recommend. I gave it 5 out of 5. It is my favorite movie of the year. It beat out John Wick 4. So yeah.
All right.
give it a
I'm
watch.
definitely interested in watching
I wish I
Arrow.
left it this.
I mean, I know it's not about cars like Ford v Ferrari, but still, I'll give it a watch. Why not?
I was interested in watching this when I saw the trailer, so
Yeah, I mean Matt
Yeah.
Damon and Ben Affleck are just fun to watch.
Oh, there
Yeah,
is a
they're-
problem
they're
with
funny.
watching this. It's only available in Ekalos and it's only available at 8 p.m. Dasar.
What?
Just one.
Air,
this is
yeah.
more of a- Oh, you know what I gotta say? How I mentioned that I went to the theater and it was packed because I watched Mario on Thursday, I believe. Oh, no, on Wednesday. I think I watched it. No, I watched it on Wednesday. Yeah, and I watched this on Friday. When I watched those on Friday, the theater was packed. All the younglings, all the kids went to Mario. All the older people went to Air. I was like, damn. Yeah, I think I might be the youngest folk in the audience to watch Air. I think so. Yeah,
There was no middle ground movie.
So you were the oldest in Mario and the youngest in,
Yes,
in
there-
Air.
I transcend what audience. But yeah.
All right.
So
All
the,
right.
the soundtrack is really good. They have a really
Soundtrack
good
is good?
soundtrack.
Wait, how much you give this again, Bert?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Nice. All right. Yeah. That's Air. All right, Teguh, you have another movie?
nope.
All right. How about Ariq? I think you said you have a rewatch, right?
It's a rewatch. Wait, but I just want to. Okay, never mind. There is Air on Aeon, but there's only 2 show times really. Most of it is taken by Super Mario. Anyway. But
Okay.
anyway, I rewatched what is it? John Wick, the first one.
Oh, the first
because-
John Wick. All right.
Yeah, because I remembered when we were reviewing John Wick 4, I was like, oh, I don't remember. Like, it's been a while since I've watched, the previous John Wick film. So, I'm like, and since nobody's using the family TV, I decided to watch it downstairs.
How was it?
And
Is it as good as you remember it to be?
oh, you know why? because okay, cinema has improved over time, and so has the John Wick series. Okay, like what you see in
Mm.
John Wick 1 is like so basic compared to to the next films that come after it. because I think John Wick is like one of the only few films. I think this is what Moist Critical Penguin Zero, you know that guy.
Yeah.
Like he basically says like it's one of the first like series where it gets progressively better with every film rather than getting worse, like most other film series.
Sometimes it tends to do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, the first film was like so basic. Well, I mean, so basic compared to the other films in the title. But like, yeah, overall, I'm like, it's still somewhat just as like exciting as I remembered it. It's like the first few bits of the film, it's like okay, it's kind of like just a setup, blah blah blah. I'm not entirely sold on it. But then the moment you see the house fighting scene after the whole like Baba Yaga scene, whatever, it's like that's when you're like, this film, damn, this
The-
film slaps.
that house scene, there's this video from the Corridor Digital crew people.
Mhm.
They make every gunshot into like a 50 cal shot kind of thing.
Oh wow.
It's pretty fun to watch. Just like
Well,
every
so
gunshot is
like
like
the effect,
boom.
so the
Yeah,
sound effect and like the blood splatter and all that
the
is all
sound
like
effect,
changed.
them shooting through the walls, and then like at one point the pistol becomes a machine gun.
No. But yeah,
Yeah, big
yeah, but
wick
yeah,
energy.
but yeah, and also the first John Wick was also like because the film had like a very basic premise and a very basic plot. It also wasn't very long. It was only like 1 hour 40 minutes, so it wasn't
Mm.
exactly like a hard watch either. You're not
Mm,
gonna feel
yeah.
tired watching it. So yeah, overall, very good, very fun film. Sure, it was underwhelming compared to what we have next, but progress is progress. And also,
Yep.
I didn't realize this movie is like 8 years old, dude.
Oh, is it? Dang.
John Wick's almost a decade old.
2000.
Oh God, we are old, bro.
2014.
Bro, we are old. It's released in 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So that means all the Fortnite kids who are like, "Oh my God, it's John Wick." So that means they were just like barely toddlers when the first John Wick came out.
Fairly
I
tall.
guess so. Yeah, there.
Mhm.
Damn. But yeah, I'll give this film because it's the worst John Wick in the series. I'll have to give it a very low 4 out of 5.
That's
Damn.
low.
Equivalent to Super
That's
Mario.
low.
Yeah.
Very low.
Extremely low, man. Might as well just
Hey,
give it a
you're,
5.
hey, no, that's a spoiler. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I was
Okay.
gonna. There was actually like a similarity to John Wick and Super Mario, but it's a bit of a spoiler
What?
in my opinion. But I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
Albert, they came from the same city.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. That's
All right,
the
I
only
guess.
connection.
That's it. Yeah, it is.
Fair.
It is.
Super Mario is
forget-
actually
I forget-
an assassin as well, a hitman.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? The body count might be the same. I don't know. I didn't actually check. But
Oh, which
Mario
body
did-
count is this? Is this the amount
Mario.
of people he killed or the amount of people? No,
They killed.
Oh, okay.
Mario did some violent crime, dude. I forget
Oh,
Willem
Mario.
Dafoe is in this film. So yeah, that's.
Oh yeah,
that's
he
cool.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Huh.
Alright.
Alright.
looked like him. Actually, wait, didn't
Right.
Kelvin
What? Did I what?
Willem Dafoe?
What? Oh, the
I
movie?
thought you watched the
mean?
other movie that has
Yeah,
him.
I know.
You're
I
gonna
was
get to
gonna
it?
go into. No, I was gonna go into a different movie because I don't. Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
go into a different movie. You guys were
Okay.
talking about Nintendo. Well, I watched Tetris.
Oh,
you watched Tetris?
Oh, yeah,
How was it?
that was
Yeah,
fun,
I want to watch that actually.
It's actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. Um, what's that name? This movie goes by. No, the first is 2 hours long. The first hour goes by really fast, and then the second half it slows down, kind of thing. But it's still quite fast. I guess it's not too slow, something like that. I didn't know that the history of Tetris is it's pretty interesting. They have to. So apparently Tetris is made by a Russian dude or something like that, and it's like to
Mhm.
get the rights for that to be sold worldwide. That's basically the whole plot of this, right? The whole real life plot of it, I guess. And yeah, uh, genuinely interesting. I like the Tetris. What's the name? Music that they use. and how they use it, I guess.
What the hell
What
is that
else
Tetris
was there?
music?
Th- uh, they have they have their soundtrack for it, Albert. Like the original Tetris.
I cannot
Yeah.
visualize the sound right now. But okay.
Not yeah.
You know
Just
what I'm trying to say. You know what
Google
I'm trying to say.
Audiolize
Yeah,
the sound.
I
Yeah, I know.
Audio live sound. Keep going.
But yeah, here's the thing. I didn't like after looking at the letterbox, I didn't know Matthew Vaughn was the producer, right?
Yeah, it's
So
his
I'm like,
production company.
yeah. So I was like, huh. The all the editing choice and everything, it kind of makes yeah. It's very Matthew Vaughn like Kingsman vibe kind of thing. It's very like fast, quick edits, quick cuts kind of thing. Yeah. So it's still it's a very fun watch to watch. A very fun movie to watch. What's his name? The actor
Taron
Taron
Egerton.
Egerton. Egerton. Yeah, he's great in this. Uh, he spoke Japanese, I guess. So that's something in the movie. He clearly did not practice Japanese beforehand because it was very. Imagine this, Teguh. It's like our first year. No, first week in Japan, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
When we see stuff, it's like very stiff, very not Japanese.
Uh,
Yeah, and he's also like what I don't know from the West, I guess. So that's why his accent is even worse.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. Overall though, the performance are great. It's quite funny, I think, at some point. The parts that I didn't like about this movie is like I feel like they overused the pixel effect. That's my one thing that I kind of don't like about this movie. I feel like they overused the pixel effect, and then also it doesn't make sense. I think that they started off when they are showing the main players, I guess, in this whole movie. They're going with like player one, and then we have like the Taron Egerton's character, and then we're like player two, someone else, player three, someone else. I'm like, Tetris is a single player game. Why are the player one until four? Yeah.
maybe it's
and
how
then
it's
and then
intended,
like
you know?
and then like when they separated, like there's a chapter one, chapter two kind of thing, but with like level one, level two thing. But like it's kind of funny. Like in Tetris, the higher the level you go, the faster that it goes, right? But in this one,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
like level one, the editing is just so fast, and level two it slows down, level three slows down, level four it slows down.
Comes the other way
So it gets
around.
slower instead of faster. Yep. I don't know. I just kind of like kind of funny, I guess. But yeah,
Okay.
I just don't get about the player one, player two thing, because like that's not how Tetris worked. Yeah, that version of Tetris, I guess, not the Tetris battle one. But yeah, yeah, I give this movie a very good 4 out of 5. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
I think you guys would enjoy this a lot. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's an
I don't know.
Apple TV thing, so yeah, I'll probably check it
Apple
out
TV,
while I
yeah.
still have Apple TV. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely recommend to watch this. And also, I'm very sure none of you guys know about the whole Tetris history, right?
I only know it's made by a Russian, but that's it. That's as far as it gets.
Yeah. How I
I
mean,
just
like how they get the rights and everything. A lot of drama and miscommunication.
yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that, and I'm also intrigued to see how Taron Egerton is gonna speak Japanese. So, however he does it, I'm pretty sure it's way better than Ethan Hawke attempting to do the Mandarin in Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, in Moonlight.
You still
Moonlight,
remember that? It's so
yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. After watching this movie, I downloaded Tetris in my phone.
Did you got better? Did you got better?
At Tetris, uh,
No.
I think at the classic one, I don't know, I reached level 4, I think. So that's something. I got like 900, 9,200 score. I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
I don't know if
I
that's
don't
supposed to be
have
good
I
or
don't know
not.
I don't know the
Yes.
Yeah, I
coin
don't know either.
values of Tetris, so I don't know. I don't know what's considered good.
Let's just say nice to motivate him, guys. You know.
It's
Good job,
9,000.
Kelvin.
It has to
Thank you,
be.
thank
So
you,
it has
thank
to
you.
be pretty good.
Has to be, right?
It has to be pretty good, right?
we should we should do Tetris. We should play the Facebook game, the Tetris battle thing, as what's the name? Council.
You just
That would be
literally
fun.
said Tetris is not supposed to be multiplayer, and now you're telling us to be
No, but
multiplayer.
there's
Yeah, that
the
version of
newer
Tetris, the one in
incarnations.
the movie, the 1980 something one. Not the Facebook Tetris battle. That's a different thing.
Facebook is
Yeah.
Facebook built different. Yeah. Ow.
Actually was back then. It was so fun. Man, Facebook was fun.
Ah,
All
But yeah,
right.
Tetris, very good movie. 4 out of 5. Alright, Albert, do you have another movie or do you want to speed run it?
I don't know if there is anything worth talking about. Um, I saw the. I'll say it real quick. I saw the first RoboCop movie, the old one. I didn't realize it was as gonna be as violent as it is. It's okay. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I didn't love the story. I think visually is interesting. And I mean, we all know it's about like a cop who got, who quote unquote
Robot.
died and then got resurrected into the robot as part of a government program kind of thing. But yeah, it is very violent. And-
yeah, I know how he turned into
didn't know that.
RoboCop. He was like shotgun blasted by like 10 people.
Yeah, he got like he lost so many body parts and he got resurrected into a robot.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like those 80s stop motion visual, you know, like when like because they don't have the crazy CGI or whatever, so like the battles are like sort of stop motiony. You know what you can visualize.
Yeah,
like,
I
Oh,
know
the
the way
big
they
machines,
move,
right?
yeah, yeah,
I saw
yeah. And
those.
then like
Yeah.
and then like with the bloods and everything spurting out, it's like there's so many weird guts flying all over the place. It's so interesting, violent. There's literally a character who got run over by a car and exploded. Like everywhere. So yeah, it's very
it's better than what is it, Taylor Swift getting run over, I guess.
oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's hyper visualized, so I appreciate it for that. But yeah, 4 out of 5.
Alright.
Very cool, very cool.
Uh, wait, I want to.
That it?
All the stuff I watched this week is all new release, I guess, this year. I watched. I'll speed run through it, I guess. I watched Inside,
Mhm.
that movie with Willem Dafoe.
It's
Well,
out
only
already?
him. Yeah, it's out already.
Damn, okay.
I gave that 2 out of 5. I fell asleep watching that. It's boring.
Did one of us draft that, or did we only consider it?
Oh, I drafted it, then changed it to something peasant.
Yeah, he dropped it to
Peasants,
the
okay.
peasants, I think. Ariq, yeah.
Yeah, the
But
peasants.
yeah,
Yeah.
good thing you didn't pick this week. I don't know. I find this
Ah,
movie
yes.
boring. Like I wrote it in my letterbox review. Seeing Willem Dafoe slowly descending into madness is fun, but outside of that, it feels like watching a very artistic, primitive built video. But you're stuck at home.
Primitive
Yeah.
build.
Yeah, literally watching him kind of like, huh, how do I get out of there? And then like, he just found some ropes. We get to see him tie the ropes on the chairs to make ladders or something like that. It's like, it's alright, I guess. And then like, oh, how do I get water? And then they just like, do some stuff, put the bowls or something in the sprinkler. I don't know. I just find it boring. Yeah,
Huh.
I think I fell asleep at one point, and then I
Damn.
rewind back, and I'm like, do I really want to rewind it? I didn't. I just kept on watching it after that. Yeah, I like I looked at the timestamp thing. I'm like, yeah, I don't miss much. Yeah. So yeah, Insight I give it 2 out of 5, and lastly, this one is the one that I'm pretty sure none of you guys know about this. It's a Korean movie, Kill Bok Soon. Yeah.
Never
Have
heard
you
of
guys
it?
heard of it? No.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
that's right. This one is pretty. This one I thought is going to be a comedy action kind of thing, but it's more of a drama, I guess. Well, there's a bit of comedy in it. So Kill Boxon is about a mom who is also an assassin, and she has to balance that kind of thing, that usual stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah,
usual.
but yeah, that movie is pretty fun. The actions are great, though I kind of find it a bit disorienting because they try to do those one take thing, but while the camera is moving like a lot, you're like moving in a circle. You just move, yeah, it keeps on moving in a circle while we see the fight going on. I don't know. I find that kind of disorienting, but yeah, it's still pretty great, I guess. And the drama is pretty fun, I guess. I don't know if fun is the right word, but yeah. I think I would recommend this Killbox soon movie outside of Inside. Yeah, I give this a 3.5. So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah, Killbox soon.
I added to my watch list. I've never heard of this. I don't even know how you
And
how
also
you found out with
the
this.
the reason I watched this is because the poster looks interesting.
It's literally a
Yeah.
lady holding groceries.
Yeah, I know. A lady holding groceries while also holding an axe. I'm like, huh? What is
Kelvin
this
was
going to
intrigued.
be about? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she's holding an axe and a groceries. Where is this
Okay.
heading? I gotta
Well,
know.
she could just be like wanting to chop the lettuce,
With an axe.
Axe?
With an axe.
Like how Ariq and I had the
Al-
exact same reaction.
Albert, I
She-
want to see your cutlery right now.
her knife is dull. She haven't sharpened her knife. It's like, I'm
I
gonna
want
use
to
an
see your
axe.
cutlery right now, Albert. Take it out. Where's your kitchen?
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah,
Alright, fair.
yeah, that's
Wait,
pretty
this
much
is
about it. I would recommend this for
okay.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
a new film
Killbox.
on Netflix. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, it is on Netflix, I think. Yeah. All
Cool.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's about it for weekly watchies. Yeah. All right. Um. I guess we should move on to the next
Yeah, we
thing.
should move on. Let's see how fast we can go through. We're 1 hour into it. Just for
Yeah,
weekly
1 hour
watches.
in. Let's go through the trailer now. All right. Let's just get
Yeah.
started with it. With the first one that was out, the Secret Invasion trailer. Me and Albert did a reaction to this, so go watch that. You know, give
Yeah, go
that
watch
give
it. It
that a
only has 2
view.
views, I think. I'm sorry. Why am
Hey,
I
hey, hey.
Good
roasting my
lord,
own
20,
channel?
20
good lord.
something.
It's 20
Oh
something.
yeah, 20
Um,
something.
just
45. Relax.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I love
45 now. That's
how
nice.
45. I love how in the video we're like, hey, subscribe. We're gonna do more of the reactions. All the trailers are coming. We never did.
Never did.
The
Uh-oh.
timing was bad. I think it was bad. All the other came out in the time when I was working, and then everyone else was also unavailable. So it was just bad for all the other trailers timing wise. But anyway, this trailer is out.
All right.
What's your thoughts on it?
Secret Invasion is probably one of my most anticipated one for Phase 5. Because this time we get to, because seeing from the trailer, like I said in the reaction thing, it feels like a Captain America Winter Soldier. So it's going to be like thriller, espionage, maybe kind of thing. You know, so if it's anything like that, that'll be fun. And also we get to see Samuel L. Jackson as the main character, which we never had. We never have Nick Fury as a main character in what's that name? MCU. So in MCU movies. So this should be interesting to see him as the main guy. Yeah. Uh Outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what else to add. The Skrull shape shifting is definitely going to be confusing, maybe. Yeah. All right. What about you guys? No?
I'm just gonna go quick because I already talked about it a lot in the trailer reaction. So go check out my thoughts there just to save time. Tonally, I think it looks great. Excited for the cast. Amelia Clark's gonna be part of it. I love her. So excited to be part of seeing this. Olivia Colman as well is going to be part of this. She's a super talented actress. So I love that. Kobe Smulders gonna be in there. Don Cheadle is gonna be in this one, so that's interesting. But yeah, tonally it looks great. Again, I think it's going to be very paranoia political, maybe, I'm not sure, but like paranoia thriller, because you don't know who to trust, who's who. Maybe we've been following a certain character, and then the whole time it reveal, like, we imagine like one episode we're following say Sam Jackson interacting with like Maria Hill. At the end of the episode, turns out Maria Hill was a scroll the whole time, and like, oh shit, we just believe in everything. Like that could be like whole kind of like trust issues going on. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be very interesting. And yeah, hopefully they stay grounded, but also still sci-fi enough because of the scroll aspect of it. And yeah, Secret Invasion is my favorite comic storyline. It's like comic event storyline for Marvel. And I know they're not going to be able to adapt it just because it doesn't make sense with Marvel MCU's timeline and the scope and everything. But with the tone that they're going with this one, hopefully it can work, and hopefully they do it really well with the whole again paranoia thriller. So yeah, that's my quick thought.
All right. How about you, Teguh?
Yeah, you kind of basically said everything. I don't know, man. I just saw lots of action, and I'm like, yes.
All right. Understandable. And also
I
it's
like
Samuel L. Jackson, right? So.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
looking
Alright, how about
forward
you,
to
Rick?
seeing like who can be trusted and who can't gitu lah.
Mm.
Do you think
What is Ariq
Samuel L.
watching?
Do you think Samuel L. Jackson will just like interrogate the scroll and it's like English motherfucker, do you speak it?
I
And then
hope so. I
and
hope
the
so.
the crowd goes like, ah! Say
And he just like
one more time. I dare you. I
One more
double
time.
dare you.
I'm sorry, this is all because of that episode we did about
The
Hitman
Hitman one.
tier
Yeah.
list, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, well, like going a little bit back to that, but yeah, it's I like the more serious tone on it. It almost feels like it's not MCU, which is kind of a good thing because honestly, I'm kind of tired of the cheesy MCU jokes with all the
Cheesy,
with all the
quippy
quippy
dialogue
quirks.
kind
Yeah,
of thing, right?
yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
tired of it. I'm so tired of it, man. I mean, I think everyone is.
Mm.
To be fair, I have a feeling. So I like that
Yeah.
the whole trailer is like in this direction. Even the whole like like the seeds, like most of the like colors and all that is like very like dark in
Very dark.
tone. It's like it's very
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
un MCU feel like. So yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm not sure if it's a new direction because they did try to make it kind of dark for Moon Knight's trailer as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but you
Yeah,
know
that's true.
Mm.
and the series in the end it wasn't very dark, but it wasn't exactly like MCU quippy as well. So like
Mhm.
yeah, no, so yeah, and I guess I understand what people mean with like, oh, it's giving Winter Soldier vibes, and yeah, and Winter Soldier was a goat film, you know, it's a goated film, so
Yeah, I know, right?
I like this approach.
Also,
Very
in
cool.
Winter Soldier, Samuel L. Jackson was amazing. when he's going
Oh
solo
yeah,
in the
oh
car
yeah,
chase
yeah,
scene
yeah.
and everything.
The whole car chase.
Yeah.
I just hope if there's going to be lots of action sequence involving Sam Jackson, I hope his age doesn't show. Because if he start like
Mm.
limping, even though he's supposed to be badass, it's like, oh yeah, we can see how
Oh,
how
my back.
old is he? He's
How
like
old is
80.
he?
He's like 70.
Like 70 or 80, isn't it? I think 70 something.
He's hell old. He's 74. He looks great for 74.
Whoa.
He does.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but
He does,
if,
he does.
if he's supposed to be a badass and he just start like kicking like very slowly, like, oh, like no, oh no, Sammy.
He
So long
wants
as
to
he
kick and
sticks
it's
to
like, oh,
gunfight, I guess.
my thighs.
Matas.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta stretch for every action sequence.
I want Samuel Jackson to say, you know, the usual line. I'm too old for this shit. All
But
right.
yeah, and
Any other
all of
thoughts
us,
on Secret Invasion?
and
Ow.
all of us are pretty excited by it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, now I am, I guess, because I just watched this. I didn't watch like the previous like teasers and anything.
It
This is the
didn't
first
show.
trailer.
It didn't show much. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How about this though? Star Machine. What do you think of this? Star Machine said, "I really hope that the Secret Invasion isn't resolved by the end of this show. Secret Invasion is really needs to be a massive crossover event, an Avenger level threat, so to speak. Do you want
Wasn't that
so?
wasn't that the point in the comics? Is like that level of threat because like all the superheroes are being, I don't know.
So
Shape-shifted.
in the comics, it definitely it lasts a while, and the most interesting thing about the comics run is that you don't know at what point in the story that the heroes got replaced by the Skrulls. and then at one point you
Mm.
just found out that, oh shit, all these heroes that we've been following this whole time turns out to be Skrulls, and the actual heroes are like kept in their like mothership kind of thing, which I think we saw in the trailer for a little bit of some people who is like in a cryo chamber or whatever, like put to sleep. Um,
Mhm.
so that's the most interesting part of like the reveal, and then it takes so long to build up, and you realize, oh my god, we've been following Skrulls this whole time. They're not actually, or they're not actually heroes that we know. And that's why it's like such a big event. It's one of my favorite splash page, which is like a 2-page thing in comics of just like all the heroes, all the actual heroes on one side, and all the fake heroes on the other side. And you can tell they're fake ones because like on one side, say there's Captain America, on the other side there's also Captain America, but wearing an old suit, which is what the Skrull uses. So like it's like cool, like duplicate kind of thing. But yeah, it's not gonna happen because, well, first, Marvel's trajectory right now is a multiversal saga. I don't think
Mhm.
they're gonna touch like Secret Invasion kind of thing for a big movie. So I don't know how they're gonna resolve this show, if it's gonna resolve in the show itself or it's gonna expand over a film. But I don't see it happening, becoming the next Avengers like big event. I
Mm.
just don't see it with Marvel's arc.
My thing is like if still going with the how many episodes is it? 9 episodes usually, right? Or is it
I
6?
can. It depends on the show, but I don't know
I
what
thought the
this one is. I
nine
can check.
episode one is only Wonder Vision,
And
and the
She-Hulk.
rest was 6 episodes. Oh yeah, and She-Hulk, I guess.
Yeah,
But I think the rest are like 6 episodes ish, if
I
I'm not
believe
wrong.
so. I'll check Secret
But yeah, if
Invasion.
that's the case, like it's incredibly short. So yeah, especially for an event like this. So
Six
I don't
six
know. I
episodes.
don't think. Yeah, right. 6 episodes, about an hour each. Yeah, I feel like that's not enough to cover this whole like event. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be resolved in this series at all. Or maybe there'll be like season 2.
I can
Yeah,
see season two
we don't know.
happening. The I can see season two happening. I can see it having some kind of relation to the Marvels because
Mm.
Sam Jackson was a big part of Captain Marvel, and Kree Skrull War is a big part of storyline of Captain Marvel. Well, not a big part of the film, but it was mentioned as Kree Skrull War was a thing. And there are Skrulls obviously in Captain Marvel. I can see it having some kind of relation to the Marvels, or I can also see it maybe just because of the grounded nature of it, and how because Everett Ross is going to be in this film. I can see maybe in Thunderbolts something to do with this as well. But yeah, I just don't see it in an Avengers movie. But maybe in other form we might see it translates connection. That's
Alright.
just me though.
What do you think, Teguh? Teguh? Teguh's thinking.
I'm thinking, but I don't know.
It's a
I don't know what
scroll.
to think. I don't know what to think.
Sus to go. You're a scroll, are you?
Sus.
I'm green dabadi.
No.
What the hell?
God damn it, guys! Let Teguh cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook, boys.
Let him cook.
Oh man, Tigo wasn't even doing anything, and we just said let him cook.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
How about
Alright.
you? How about you, Rick? You got an opinion on it?
But for if it's an Avengers level threat or not, I'm not so
Or
sure.
like,
I
or
don't
like
even know
if
what
they're
an.
going to be, or if they're going to resolve it by the end of the show.
Oh. I
Yeah.
mean, to be honest, I have a feeling they might not resolve it. Think of
It's
it
a big event, right?
in a production sense. They're like, oh, we can make more for season 2. Whoa. Oh, sorry, no,
Oh,
that's not how Mickey
Why does
goes.
it become Mickey Mouse?
And I,
um,
but yeah, I don't know. I think Albert said what it lasted. I mean, the comics version lasted quite a bit. So maybe such a thing might not be resolved so quickly and within like I don't know 13 episodes maybe. I'm guessing
I
as long
mean,
as they go is what 13 episodes, 1 hour each.
most Disney, most MCU shows so far has been 6 episodes.
Oh
So
yeah, shit, sorry, yeah, not 13 yet.
yeah,
This one is 6 episodes.
yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, no,
I
I don't
think
think
extremely
you can.
short.
Yeah, I don't think you can resolve that in one season if it's that long. So I don't think it
Yeah,
will. I don't think it will be. Or I'm hoping
yeah.
it won't, because otherwise the what do you call it? The pacing might be very off.
Iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, like since you're focusing on the multiverse stuff, I'm gonna ask like how they're going to relate this, but I guess Albert answered it with the connection with the Marvel. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Also potentially because Don Cheadle's in this, Armor Wars might
Armor
connect
Wars.
to it
Yeah.
potentially.
Mm.
Even though I'm still not too sure what the plot of Armor Wars is outside of like armors being in the wrong hand of people. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Maybe the wrong kind of people is like they're in the Skrull's hand this whole time.
Oh, maybe they give the armors to someone that they trust and thought they're Skrulls. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts
Yeah.
on Secret Invasion or
why is there a pterodactyl? All right. No.
No.
I don't know,
After
man.
that, it's just like, you know what? No. No,
Sometimes you
more
just wanna
thoughts.
be a pterodactyl, alright?
Yeah,
know?
that's what a
Yeah.
scroll would say. Oh,
Whoa.
oh.
Pterodactyls are sometimes green, kinda.
I don't
Alright,
think
let's
they
move
are.
on. Sometimes they're depicted as green, alright? Like greenish. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, from talking about green pterodactyls, let's move on to a blue beetle.
Ah,
That's not a very good segue. But
It's not a
sure.
very good segue. I just went with
No,
it. Alright.
we got lots of topics. Let's make it fun. We have to each of us have to change turn trying to segue from one topic to another. So there you go.
Alright,
Well,
sure.
Kelvin failed the first one. Next.
Hey, it was an attempt.
All right, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle trailer drop. This is the new trailer for DC. Parts of Worlds of DC, DCEU question mark. Don't know at this point, but it's coming out August 18, starring Zolo Maridueña. I'll start. I thought the trailer looks great. I think visually it looks great. I think the costume looks a lot. I think the costume looks good. I'm a fan of Zolo because of Cobra Kai, and I think he's a really talented kid. And he knows martial arts. So there's even a sequence in a hallway that Blue Beetle's fighting. And like, okay, that looks cool. I think they can translate. So I like the idea that this is sort of like uh, Iron Man-esque technology, but following a kid in a Spider-Man sense style, with like a Hispanic heritage that definitely like diversity sake, which is very nice to see. And like the whole plot of I think like he's being chased by some kind of corporate entity. It seems like the scarab that he got the power from is
He
like
stole
belonging
it
to a
from
company.
someone, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
I don't know. It's giving me like Oscorp vibes, and like he's running away from an Oscorp type thing. But I mean, it looks cool. It looks exciting. I like the soundtrack that they choose for this trailer. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this.
I'm in agreement. After seeing the trailer, I kind of wish I picked this instead of Shazam.
Fair.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, the action looks great. I think the little bits of it that we see, and then like at the end when I think he kind of realized when I don't know. I guess that's when he started to know how to use the Blue Beetle power, and he takes out like a anime-esque sword kind of thing out of nowhere. That scene was like, what was it, Rick? What was the meme that
I
you
have
made?
the power of God and anime on my side.
Yep, there you
What?
go. That's the vibe I get when he
Yeah.
started doing that. Yeah. And yeah, the costume looks great. So
Yeah.
I guess we're kind of right that there some CG are going to be added, some blue LEDs there, here and there. So yeah, referring back to our DC drip
Same.
tier list. Actually, yeah, I was
Use
gonna ask, like after seeing it in motion, where are you guys ranking Blue Beetle's outfit?
I don't even remember where it was originally.
Originally, I think we put it at like either a C or D because
can
It was a
check.
yeah, we
yeah,
just
that was a C already.
I I'm
I have
gonna
the photo.
might be recency bias, but I'm gonna put this as an A because I really like it. Yeah.
It looks clean, so I do like that. And I also Blue Beetle in the comics have and in video games and TVs, they've had interpretation where he has a mouth on the mask. I sort of like that they don't put the mouth in this one.
It looks weird, I think, if they have the mouth, but this one doesn't, so that's
Yeah,
nice.
because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, in video games and TV show. It's like sort of the mouth's animated very much, but yeah,
Mhm.
this one I do like it that it's not. It's more like a mask, right? So yeah.
Yeah. And whenever like the wings come out and the weapons thing, it looks cool as well. When he starts still doing the boxing thing, I don't know, some kind of blue stuff comes out. That's
Mhm.
cool. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
we
this an A.
gave this as the tier of chicken wire, aka C.
See,
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
So are you still gonna put this as C or
it's
gonna
it's not
upgrade it?
chicken wire. No, it's A.
It's
Because
A.
of what it's like. The suit is capable of like transformation as well. You have to put that into the
Yeah.
drip,
And the transformation looks
Mhm.
cool. I
and
guess,
they do
right?
look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked it better than the new Flash costume. So yeah, it's at least an A,
I agree.
maybe an
Yeah.
S. So
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe an
Well,
S as well.
well, once we see it in the actual movie, then maybe it will be upgraded to an S.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Abik? What's your thoughts on this?
Um, I think, well, to be honest, I don't know much or anything about Blue Beetle, so I thought, you know what, this is like a cool, interesting, like a hero. I've seen him only through gameplays of Injustice 2, I
Mhm.
think. I
Yeah.
mean, like, but yeah, like I like the fact that he's basically just. Oh, okay, it sounds like it's a copy. No, it's more like he's similar to Iron Man in like Infinity War and Endgame, where he's like nanotech focused kind of thing, but his nanotech is not like it's like from outer space and stuff. Like that's how the Blue Beetle, the scarab thing works, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Somehow
thought
makes more sense than
yeah, which
nanotech.
somehow makes more sense. Yeah, and I think I like the depictions. I think it's really cool. Again, I didn't watch Cobra Kai, so I don't know like what the actor's
Me
capable
either.
of, but I do know that Cobra Kai is a great series from what a lot of people have been saying, especially Albert.
Mhm.
So
I love the
so
show.
basically I do have hope for it. So I'm pretty sure this would be like a very at the very worst it will be just a fun, enjoyable film at its lowest. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like Blue Beetle. He looks badass. A trip. What was the A tier drip? What did I type as?
I don't
At
know.
Shazam. What did you write
Uh,
here? Better Shazam.
all right, because they're all Shazams. All the new
They're all
Shazams are A
Shazams, yeah.
tier. All the new Shazams are A tier, right?
except for Mary.
Except
Yeah.
for Mary, she was S.
How about you, Teguh? Thoughts on the Beetle Blue?
You know, I liked one of the lines. Batman's a fascist.
Yeah, I can't believe they put that in a DC movie. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Wait,
Damn.
this is already James Gunn stuff right now.
Well,
Right?
the movie has already been created prior to James Gunn
Oh,
joining.
prior to James Gunn. Oh, okay.
Well, James Gunn was involved
But
with
it's
Suicide
still-
Squad, but he's never been he's not the head of DC at this point.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like at first I was gonna say like I don't really know how I feel. I wasn't too excited about the family being like seemingly a big part of the movie. But and then he said the line and I was like, you know what? No, I like this.
It's
Yeah. Quick question: can he deactivate the Blue Beetle suit, or is he just kind of like stuck like that?
he can, right? Well, I think
Can
it's
he
a, it's
what?
a, it's sort of a push and pull relationship. I think, right? I think like he have control, but the Beetle also, the Scarab also have control of him. Calvin probably knows Blue Beetle more than I do.
doesn't the scarab have
thought-
like its own like thoughts or something?
Yes.
It's
What
like
I
a living
remember,
thing
something
itself.
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like Moon Knight.
Yeah. This
To an
might be
extent.
like one of the few DC movies I've been like actually interested in a while.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm interested.
All right.
It's-
All right.
More interested than Shazam, that's for sure.
That is fair.
Ooh, well, while we're just roasting Kelvin for picking Shazam, relax. Relax.
It's all right. I'm okay, Avik. Thank you
What
for
is this-
defending my honor.
what is this unnecessary violence?
Uh, I am glad that this is getting a theatrical release and not just a HBO
Oh, yeah.
exclusive because it was supposed to be HBO exclusive at one
Oh,
point.
was it?
but
Oh
James
yeah, I
Gunn
think we discussed
James
that.
Gunn
yeah.
changed it,
Yeah.
so I'm
Good.
glad that's getting
Good.
theatrical. If this movie turns out to be good, I hope they keep him around for the new iteration of DC. Because
Have
I
to.
think based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like it's tied down to anything existing in the current DCEU except for the mention of Batman. But Batman's in every iteration of
Yeah.
DC, so yeah, we'll see about that. Also, I like in the transformation scene that it looks horrifying. It looks like it's painful,
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, that's cool. That's a take that they decided to do that. So yeah, I like that.
It's like Loki,
Transformation
like
was kind of
a
horrifying.
Venom transformation, the symbiote
Venom-esque. Yeah, yeah,
transformation.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when it goes
Venom-esque.
through the face, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks cool. Blue Beetle seems very promising. Yeah. Alright.
All right.
Alright. Now moving on from Blue Beetle. Oh wait, who wants to do the segue for this?
I have a segue, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'll say it on the
Maybe
private
don't.
chat. You guys read it.
Well, maybe don't stand.
just read it.
Um,
Just read it there and see what it is.
oh my!
Okay.
It's
All
not
right.
wrong. It's not wrong. I
not
think
wrong.
that's,
It's
I
not
think
wrong.
that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, you know what? Ariq, just say it. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, it's okay. So, moving across the universe to another Hispanic kid with bug powers, which is true.
It is true.
Yes.
Is Miles Morales Hispanic?
Yes, he's
half-
half
yeah.
Hispanic.
Yeah, yeah.
His
Half-
mom, his
half-
mom,
Oh,
his
he's
mom
half
is
Hispanic.
his mom is Hispanic.
yeah.
Oh,
His dad
right.
is that's
Yeah,
black.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Ah, there you.
Okay, yeah,
You
Spider-Man
see?
across the Spider-Verse. Who picked this in
Transition.
the
I
thing
did.
in the
It's my
draft?
it's my
Yeah, this is
first
Albert's
pick.
first
It's
one.
my first
Alright,
pick 2 years in a
uh,
row. I had faith in this, and oh my god, it looks great.
Why don't you go
Alright,
with
go
it
ahead,
first,
Albert.
Albert? Since it is your first pick, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I know we saw the teaser a while ago, and I thought the teaser looked fantastic. And then this trailer comes out, and it just the best way to describe it is like for a trailer of an animated movie, and I get it's Spider-Man, it's Spider-Verse, it looks and feels so epic. It feels so huge. It feels so epic. The characters, everything, the fact that the stakes feels higher, the fact that I still don't know what the plot exactly is, or who the villain is. At one point, I thought it feels like Spider-Man 2099, aka Oscar Isaac's character. I forgot the name of the human alter ego, but it feels like he Miguel O'Hara. It feels like that he's a villain at one point. So that's an interesting take. Maybe Spot is going to be a villain. I don't know. He feels goofy,
Spot is
but
cool.
I like. Yeah, I don't know why Spot sound like Ryan Reynolds. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe it is Ryan Reynolds. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, the trailer looks great. I still don't know what's going on. It looks exciting. All the references, all the Easter eggs. The fact that there is an MCU reference of like the kid in Earth 19999, which is actually what MCU is called in like if you open like Marvel Wiki, that is what MCU's universe is called. So the fact that they reference that the kid with Doctor Strange in Earth 19999, oh cool. And yeah, again, there are so many cool things. I think the stakes are gonna be higher. Who knows what's gonna happen? Gwen might be in peril. She might die. Maybe the dad will die. I don't even know because the dad's like falling at one point. Gwen's falling on another point. Everyone's falling in this movie. And Peter B. Parker got a kid. That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So I love that. But yeah, absolutely. I love this. Trailer looks great.
Right.
So yeah.
It seems like from what I see, it seems like Miles Morales is about to change something, and then the night was it 2090 the 99
99.
Spider-Man. It's like it's like we shall not allow it, and then calls the Council of Spiders to attack him. I kind of like that
Council of
that
Spiders, yeah.
they did the meme again. You know, like pointing at each other, like the meme, it's back. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, again, agree with Albert pretty much. The trailer looks amazing as I expected. The visually looks great. I just enjoy looking at all the different types of Spider-Man in that Council of Spiders shot. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. Not much to say on it, I guess, for me. How about you, Avik?
Alright, so first of all, I had like an absolute acid trip watching this trailer because of all the animation sequences. So many vibrant colors everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but like, oh my god, it's almost watching. It's almost like watching Speed Racer. So that's a good thing. Y'all
Hey,
remember
we
that?
conclude that the more epileptic it looks, the better it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's epileptic, but there is a lot of sharp colors involved. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, Council of Spider-Man, very
Yeah.
cool. I like that. And also, I guess the biggest thing I like most about here is because I think I played. What's the game? Is it? It's
Spider-Man?
another like
Mirror
there's a
dimension.
Shattered Dimensions. I played that.
Shattered Dimension.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, my favorite like Spider-Man to use in there is Spider-Man 2099. So it's not only cool to see him like in here in the big screen, but I don't know why did like something about Miguel O'Hara just he looks so much more badass and much more bulkier than the other
Oh
Spider-Mans.
yeah.
Man's
Yeah.
look buff as hell. And
It
he
seems
looks
like
so
it's
he's like a Sigma
the-
male or something.
it seems like he's the leader of the council, does it not?
Yeah, that
Seems like
also
it,
that
yeah.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like something about them just makes him look like the big bad. Well, I guess maybe not the big bad, but you know what I mean. Like he's just like really badass, the most badass. So yeah, so I like that, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, also, I guess the soundtrack they use. I don't know what the song is called, but I do quite vibe with it. They use it in the trailer.
That is
It's quite
from
it's
the
quite
that is from the
badass.
first movie.
It is.
It's Don't Stop Me Now. That's that one, right? It's
Isn't the
what is
first
it?
movie used that Post Malone song?
That's
Oh,
that's
Not
they
like
used
the
Flower.
they
main.
used a lot of song. This is
Use a
also
lot of
from the
songs.
first movie. It's something to do with jumping, elevating. Let me check. Let me check what the title of the song is. But yeah, someone else can go.
I'm just trying to find the song again.
Whoa, what just happened?
Okay. What?
Was that just me? Maybe
What?
that's just me.
Okay. Are we just okay? Teguh, how about you? Teguh hasn't seen stuff, right?
I still haven't watched the first one, so I didn't
Oh, right.
watch this trailer either. So
All right, yeah.
When are you gonna
That's
watch
fine.
it?
here's the thing, right? I was almost about to watch it. I don't know if I told you this, but I was almost
Every
about to watch
time.
this, like, um, in 3D, right? I was about to watch it, like, oh, I can watch this in 3D. I was about to watch it in 3D, and then like I didn't realize that it was in Japanese dub, so it was like my biggest bloody
Spider-Man.
surprise when like you get the whole epileptic trip, and then like you see like the first Spider-Man, and he's like, "Boku no namae ga Spider-Man." I was like, "What? No, like, no, you're not."
Maybe
And
that's
then
maybe
there
that's
was no
just one of
English dub,
the
so I
multiverse.
was
Well,
disappointed.
yeah, no. Actually, speaking of that, have you guys not seen the clip of the Japanese Spider-Man? And it's like just a guy in a Japanese.
He's going
guy
to
and
be
just
in
comes out
this
like,
film.
He's like,
Dude.
I'm the emissary of hell, please.
Yep. That's his
Spider-Man, and he just takes out a submachine gun.
That's his catchphrase. The emissary of
Yeah.
hell. How cool
Yeah,
is
the
that?
emissary of hell. And he just takes out
Yeah.
a fucking submachine gun.
Very different take on Spider-Man.
I wish we see
Yeah.
that in I don't know in this film.
Well, no, we are getting Japanese Spider-Man in this film.
What is it? Is he? Is it
Does
that
he
Yeah.
have a
one, or is it
submachine
like-
gun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
does he
don't know if you have a
submachine gun?
submachine gun. Maybe at this point, who knows? Everything is in this movie.
It's true, fair enough.
But yeah, I
Wait,
gotta
I don't know.
say.
I want to. Sorry, I just
Okay,
want to
go-
mention
no,
it
you go,
quickly.
you
It's
go.
just okay. So apparently, it seems like the Spider-Mans also have like different art styles. I think there's the one before the thing, the meme.
Yes, I was gonna bring
You're
up
gonna
this
bring
frame.
that up.
I was literally gonna look at
Yeah,
how the three look so different in one
It's the
frame.
video
Yeah.
game
It
one,
is
right?
so fascinating.
PS4 one, the
Yeah.
most right.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
PS4 one.
Yeah, it
I
seems
just
like it.
animated. The fact that in one frame it's three different art style is so jarring and so awesome to look at the same time.
That's what I meant
love
by
that.
drug
Yeah.
trip. I'm so confused.
Yeah, like
mean,
every
I mean-
single frame in this trailer is its own wallpaper. That is true. You pause any single frame, it looks awesome in its own
Alright,
thing.
go to another frame.
Oh, okay.
Just to like skip a frame like on the YouTube. I think you press what is it? The arrow, not the arrow keys.
No, this is
Look
the
at- look
next
at
one.
how cool
Alright,
that
yeah,
is.
that's pretty good.
Oh, that looks dark. Whatever that is, that's a dark scene. Whoever that's Peter Parker as to the Gwen.
What do you think the story is gonna be? The plot of this? You You think it's just Miles Morales going
You know
extra
what?
Mikado, or like he's breaking some kind of universal rule
I have a
to save
I
someone.
have I have a very strong vibes of the way how this Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 is sort of similar to Doctor Strange in Spider-Man No Way Home. And Doctor Strange is like, you don't understand the multiverse. This is for the greater good. You cannot mess with the multiverse. You cannot mess with something that's supposed to happen. And Peter Parker in that movie and Miguel O'Hara in this one, not Miguel, Miles Morales in this one is like, no, but what if I can change it? What if, like, they mentioned Uncle Ben? It's like, half of these people wouldn't be here without Uncle Ben. I think it's
Yeah.
something to do, like, he's sort of, Miles Morales is selfishly trying to save one thing, even though it will ruin the greater fate. And that's what
Yeah.
he's trying to do. And Miguel O'Hara is trying to prevent him from doing it, to let the flow of events happen. Because I feel like that's why this whole thing is happening. And I don't know, as someone had the comments here. Samuel Stein mentioning, I also think Miguel says Miles can be part of the Spider-Man team because he was never supposed to be Spider-Man. The spider that bit Miles was glitching, which meant it didn't belong in his universe, meaning it wasn't the intended host. That's interesting. If, like, okay, maybe Miguel's not
Mm.
supposed to be Spider-Man, but what does it mean? Like, are they gonna prevent him from existing? I don't know how that's gonna work. But yeah, it's
Right.
yeah, I think it's something to do with that along those lines.
Alright. Anything else to say on Across the Spider-Verse? We still got 2 more trailers.
Nope.
I don't know what else to say.
Alright.
Very cool. Very
Alright.
cool trailer.
I mean, yeah, Teguh, go watch the first one. Doesn't have to be in 3D, man. Just watch it.
Actually, wait, hang on. Why did? Of course, Sony would just like in their trailer. Sony would just be like, "Oh, cool. Look at our PS5 though." Anyway, it's like near
Dude,
the end. There's like a
yeah.
PS5.
I hate at the
Oh.
end there's like a PS5, and also at the start, I guess it is the
Did
YouTube
it
thing that
really?
Albert mentioned. They have like new trailer, blah blah blah, starts now. I don't know, and then
Yeah, new
and then it
trailer starts out.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
like
do
remember
have
I
PS5.
remember complaining about this for like Tetris, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
no. Here's the thing. I
I
wouldn't be
don't
so
like that.
I wouldn't be so vexed about the PS5 thing if it was like, I don't know, Spider-Man Special Edition PS5.
Yeah,
Makes
right,
sense,
right,
right?
right.
That makes sense, right? But it's
Not
just like
even.
PS5, just a normal ass PS5.
It's
Yeah.
just the normal
because the normal ass PS5 is already exclusive enough for the common people that they can just shame.
They gotta plug their product there. But yeah.
Yeah, they gotta. They
Alright,
just gotta.
Oh, the
move
last
on
thing
to the
that
next segue.
I wanna
Oh.
mention before we go, there is an international trailer for this movie, and it's not much different except for one thing. In the opening, prior to the old trailers dropping, there are voiceovers of Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland, but it's lines from existing films, so it's not new lines for the movie, but it's lines from existing films, and they show like live action footage of those Spider-Man logos, just like the emblems on the shirt, on the costume. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a teaser that they're gonna be in this movie or not, or they're just sort of doing like, oh, remember Spider-Man? Yeah, we got more of them. So yeah, because it's Sony. So I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what
true.
I don't know what the hell idea is, but yeah, because it's existing lines. Just want to bring that up.
Alright. Anyone got a good segue for the next one here?
I don't even know what the
No.
next one is.
Let's see.
It's in
Let's
the banner
see.
thing. Just look it up.
How? Yeah. How do
Moving
you?
from a multitude of spiders to a
Multitude
multitude
of
of
cannons.
animated plastic figurines.
That's not bad. That's not
All
bad.
right,
no,
alright,
it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie. You're going to talk about the Barbie teaser trailer that drops. So who got Barbie again this time? Let's start with that.
You?
I think
I did.
Oh.
Albert
my,
got
my
Barbie
top
again.
two, my top two
All
picks,
right.
boy.
Go ahead,
Um,
Albert. What's your thoughts on this?
Again, I think Spider-Verse trailer is still better. This trailer is also so much fun. It's so good and so tongue in cheek, and I love it. The cast looks incredible. It looks so much fun. It seems very self-aware, and I like how funny it is. Just like that whole scene of like, hey Barbie, you gotta stay the night with me because we're boyfriend and girlfriend. To do what?
Hmm.
I don't know. It's so fun. The fact that like it's so self-aware of like because I mean people often sexualize the Barbie dolls, right? Like I think the movie's gonna be self-aware of that, and I still don't know what the plot is based on this trailer. It visually looks great with the whole Barbie world. The production design is on point with this. Um, and the only inkling that I know of what the plot might be is that there is a frame in the trailer that says "this way to the real world." So maybe they're gonna Barbie and Ken is gonna go from the Barbie world to the real world. I don't know why the reason that is. I think Will Ferrell in the trailer is supposed to be a real human and not a Barbie. That's why when he saw Barbie, he's like so excited. It's like, oh, what the heck's happening? So yeah, I think that's something to do with that. I don't know what the reasoning is, but just like the tone, I think is perfect. I think the marketing team did a fantastic job with the trailer and with the posters that they release. So many character posters, and yeah, I think it looks fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch it, and I'm really glad that after this.
Yeah. All right.
What
Okay.
he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pink. All right. It's
That's
very
just so
pink.
cool. That's so
uh, honestly, I really don't know what to say about this. It looks nice, I guess. Um, yeah, you know what? That's about it. That's all I have to say. I
Okay.
really don't know
Okay.
what else to say. I just like the self-awareness of it, I suppose. Yeah, and the design of the production design. I don't
Mhm.
know how. I do think they're going to the real world somehow because of that whole, to the real world, and then they were in a car. So, well, I guess it makes the most sense that they're going to the real
Mhm.
world. I like Simu Liu character. I see his nip slip.
Oh,
That
yeah. the,
Snip slip.
that that whole
he
beach
got
off
a
thing, that whole beach
yeah.
off thing is so
Oh, the
ridiculous, and I'm gonna beat you off. It sounds so. You can't interpret it in like a sexual context kind of way. If you
No one's beaching
it's
off
it's supposed
anyone.
to be that,
No.
Albert. That's the
exactly,
whole
and I
joke.
know, and I love it for that. Again, the self awareness that they did that. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, pretty excited to see this, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. How about you, Epic?
My favorite part of the trailer is Michael Cera as Ken.
He's not even
He
Ken, dude.
didn't. He,
I don't even know what he
is he
is.
not
He's
I'm
Ken?
he's
assuming all boys. No, I don't care. All boys are Ken in here, including Will Ferrell. They're all just Ken.
No, no.
uh,
Will Ferrell isn't Ken. He's Kenneth.
Kenneth. No, he does kind of look like a Kenneth.
He's the Kenneth of them all. Kenneth.
uh, I don't know what to say about this film again. Like it's so like ridiculous, but in a good way. It's like the way the world looks like, and no, all the bright, vibrant pink used. And
yeah.
oh, I see the nip slip. Anyway, sorry.
You're looking for the nip slip.
No, I
The
just found it. It's like
Simulium nip slip.
if anyone's curious, it's on the trailer at 0.48 seconds. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
at 48 seconds. But yeah, like I don't understand. Like, yeah, I can't like figure out like what the whole premise is of this is about. And I like how they at one point, like for like a split second, they just uh show off their what do you call it? The cast, just like all
Mhm.
in quick text and just like
Oh
look
yeah.
at everyone. I like how they put "and Will Ferrell" at the end. Actually, come to think of it, if you just say their description, you can see where they're like from. Like for example, Greta Gerwig, Little Women, Lady Bird, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
They're really just showing off these are the actors. But yeah, I don't know what to say. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. It looks pretty, actually. Yeah, it's a way to describe the film. It's very pretty.
That is true.
I don't know why, but I have a friend who's like, he seems to be so unexcited for this film. I think he thinks it's a bit too. I guess I don't know, too feminine. I don't know. I don't know why. He's like the only friend I
It's
have who's.
Barbie.
Yeah, I know it's a Barbie, right?
That's
but
right.
he's the only friend I have who's genuinely not excited for it. I think he's the first person I've heard who's not genuinely excited for the Barbie film.
Did he saw the trailer?
I don't, not yet at least. I'll talk to him tomorrow.
See, I think on paper, obviously it sounds stupid because when I heard that
I
the
mean,
Barbie
yeah, it
movie was going to
does.
happen, I think all of us was like, how are they going to do a live action Barbie? This is going to be goofy as hell.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after like the context of what everything, and then like we were seeing the trailer, I was like, that is interesting. Whatever
To
this
be
is going
fair
on.
though, it is kind of goofy, but not in a bad way. I don't know if there's a word for goofy, but it's not
Right.
bad. It looks kind of goofy, but it's not bad.
Good.
It's campy. It's campy on
Goofy.
purpose. It's campy on purpose, and I
Yeah.
think because of it, it's interesting.
Yeah. That's the best I can think of as well.
Honestly, as cool as all the trailer is, it's like my excitement level is still like at a 7.
Okay, I can use
I'm
this
not
code.
too, I'm
Chaotic
not too excited
campy.
for this either. I'm just okay
Fair.
with it. Yeah.
And
Alright,
my excitement
Teguh.
level goes up the roof.
Teguh, your
Mhm.
thoughts?
I'm still not entirely sure what the plot's gonna be about.
Yeah, neither am I.
Going to the real world.
But
I'm staying on that cap.
But why are they going to the real world? That's the real question.
Yeah.
If their life in Barbie world is so perfect, why do you want to go to the real world?
yeah,
They
like
just
I
don't
don't know,
want to
like
something
anymore.
must go wrong.
is this
Yeah, don't you know
yeah,
the lyrics? Life is plastic. It's fantastic. Why do they want
Is that
Yeah.
really the
yeah,
lyric?
like
yes,
I'm a
that's the
Barbie
lyric.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's
I
the-
didn't
yeah,
know
Life is
that.
I'm a
in
Barbie
plastic. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
That has to be in the movie. If it's not,
Alright, Teguh,
I
go
really
on,
hope
go
so.
on, Teguh.
But yeah, Teguh. Anything
I,
else?
I, no,
Keep
I
cutting
mean,
to
that's
Google.
all. That's all I had to add. I just don't know what else to say. It's very
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
true. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It is.
But yeah,
Alright.
I mean, I saw this and my excitement level has probably gone up by like half or 1 point. So it's not
Okay.
that much.
Well,
Like
that's
it's
one
probably
point
around
on top
like
of what
7.
then? Okay,
Okay, me and
7.
Teguh is about the
Like
same.
seven,
then.
seven,
It's like
maybe 8. Yeah, it's around that much.
like it's cool, but I don't know. It's just
I'll see
hey,
the
funny, I
reception
guess.
first. You know, it's kind of yeah.
Fair.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't this film supposed to be released like at a similar time to Oppenheimer as well?
It's releasing the same weekend as Oppenheimer.
Same weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why I'm hyped for it is because I think me and my friends are gonna do a double feature. We're gonna watch Barbie and
Me
then
too.
Oppenheimer, or the other way around.
I wish they don't. None of the film change release dates. I hope they stand their ground and they do it.
Yeah.
'Cause it would be
Honestly, if that's the
awesome.
case, I would do it. Just like, and I need to come up with an outfit that can fit both films at the same time. So it has to be flashy but professional. And
'Cause, like Oppenheimer is probably gonna be serious and kind of depressing, maybe because it's about nuclear bomb,
Yeah,
and this one's
it's
gonna be
about
like
nuclear-
super happy kind of thing. So it's interesting contrast and tone.
So I'll have to wear an outfit where it's like a suit and tie, but I guess the
Wear-
inside shirt has to be
wear a
pink or
pink
something.
suit.
I don't know. Or a pink suit.
Wear a pink
That's just
Ooh, that's tough to find.
no. That
Yeah.
just makes me look like a
Ken.
pimp. I was like, what's
Nothing
the
of
word?
Ken, but okay.
A pimp. A
Um,
pimp.
I was gonna say two things. If I were to do double feature, most likely, even though I'm more excited for Barbie, most likely I watch Oppenheimer first because I want to start on a depressing and end on a happy note instead of the other way around. So finish it with Barbie. And second thing, if this is they actually release on the same day, we all know the cast of Oppenheimer is insane. We all know the cast of Barbie is insane.
Yeah.
Every single actor on Hollywood is going to be doing press at the exact same time
Oh wow.
for two films. Just because they're all going to be marketing this film. Everyone is going to be in that two film. That's insane.
Actually, wait. Even though even with the large cast, like none of them overlap, do they?
No, not a single one.
Barbie and oh wow, that is incredible. That's actually the most incredible in my opinion.
Yeah.
None of them overlap.
But there are a lot of good actors. There are a lot of great actors.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alright. Moving on.
Yeah. I wanted to show the poster for
Oh,
these
right.
ones. So yeah, let's bring up the
Posters?
poster for
The poster?
Barbies. Oh, sorry, not that one. That's a wrong one.
What?
The
I don't
poster.
know.
These
I-
are the posters. Obviously,
What
the
did you
character
bring up
posters.
just now? It didn't load for me just now.
Oh, I
Yeah,
made a joke.
our I
I
think
I made a
is it
joke
Oh,
and I
that's
show
Ahsoka.
our posters. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that's the real poster right there.
Mhm.
but yeah, I love that all the Barbies is like the Barbie is something. Barbie's a mermaid. Barbie's a president. She's Mitch. I don't know what Mitch is. Mitch is a. But I just found this out. I asked a friend who is Mitch. She's a different character than Barbie. In the like, there's Barbies and there's Mitch and there is Ken and there is also Alan, which is Michael Cera's character.
he's
So
an Alan.
Oh,
He's an
They're
Alan.
different.
Alan.
They're different
That's
toys
why.
apparently. But yeah, I love that all the Barbies are like something special. Like she's a mermaid, she's a lawyer, she's court justice. She always does the splits, and then all the Kens is like, he's just Ken, just another Ken. He's like he's Ken too. I guess he's Ken. Ken again. Like hello, the
Ken
Barbie are like
again.
special, and all the Kens are like there. So I like that tongue and cheekness. But yeah, she's a human. She's also human. She's the narrator. And this one is just please call me mother.
What?
Yeah, so I like all the variety of the names, and like again the character posters I think are a lot of fun. Not even all the characters are in here. Oh, also Dua Lipa is gonna be making original songs for this movie, so that's gonna be fun.
Dude, I want her to just cover the.
It's a
I'm
Barbie.
a. I'm the. It's a. What's the
Do a
title of the
cover of
song?
I'm a Barbie girl.
Yeah, I'm a
Barbie.
It's
Barbie
called
girl.
I'm a
Yeah,
Barbie girl. Yeah.
yeah. I want that. Alright.
Oh, also I already know Quentin Tarantino is gonna watch and love this movie just because of the first frame of the trailer.
The first frame. Yeah.
Margot Robbie
fetish.
steps out of the
Alright.
heels.
Alright, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino is quaking in his seats when he saw that. Like, oh god. Also, I also like
Alright.
that the fact again that part because the Barbie dolls are like the foot are like always the same shape because of the heel, so that when
Yeah.
Barbie steps out, it's still the same thing.
Oh right, I did not catch that.
Mm.
Okay.
I did not catch that too until
Oh,
someone
really?
pointed out. It's like that's interesting.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That was the
I
first
thought it
thing. That
was
was the
just-
first thing I thought of.
The thing
Like,
is, yeah,
oh,
when
it's
I
toys.
thought of
Alright.
that, dude, I thought of that, but my mind went, damn, this could be so dystopian.
Dude, what if this is like?
Dystopian.
Ah.
Dude, I was thinking. Dude,
Like this
what
could
if
go a
this is
very
like,
dark, like dystopian turn.
like don't worry,
I
darling
guess so.
kind of situation.
Alright, yeah.
Could be that. Yeah. Alright. Anything
Yeah.
else you
Um.
want to add on Barbie?
Again, I
No?
just love especially Ryan Gosling's character. I just love that it feels like that he's very incompetent, and he is really trying to, he's really trying to prove himself worth. Yeah,
Hmm.
like he's trying to fit in, and he does look older than the other Ken. To be honest, like I guess he might be
Yeah.
oldest in the cast. So maybe he's like the old guy trying to fit in. It's like, hey Barbie, what's up? And then the other Ken's like, hey Barbie, and like, shut up, Ken. I want to be cool. So yeah.
Alright. Alright,
Yeah.
who's gonna do the next segue? Albert, I
Um,
guess.
I think Albert hasn't done one, so.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Good
So
luck.
that's why we tougher than the others one.
Okay. From a pink world into a brown world?
So disgusting. I don't like that. You know, Barbie here. Barbie, it seems like we don't know the plot still, but it seems like she's going to the real world to alter her life or something. And in
Okay.
Indiana Jones, we got the dial of destiny changing. Maybe it's changing destiny. So we'll do that. That's awful.
Is that
I
your
hate it.
segue?
You could have just said from an old Ken to an old Ford.
That is so much better. That is so much better. Oh.
To
Yeah.
an old Ford.
Yeah,
That is so
Indiana
much better. It
Jones
is true.
and the Dial of
Albert, you
Destiny
letting us down
trailer.
here, man.
I know
Yeah,
it's
man.
awful. It's so awful.
Alright,
But Ariq did it well.
thoughts on... Well, who has
Wait,
Dial of
did
Destiny?
anyone-
Did anyone pick this?
Yeah, I think it was picked. Somebody.
It's
picked
you
it.
or Teguh?
Teguh.
It
Let's
was me.
see.
It was me. It was me. Yeah.
It's Teguh. Alright, Teguh, you
Wait,
start.
what did you say? What your thoughts on dialogue?
Yeah,
I am excited. Just well, okay. I don't remember enough of the old Indiana Jones movies to understand if they're actually making references to like things that actually happened in the old movies or if they're just like adding stuff on. But like either way, I just love the setting. Like back in like post World War II. I think it was, yeah, like
Mhm.
with all the planes and all. Like I saw the planes and I was like, yes. And then like the cars and all that. It's like I like the tuk tuk. I don't know why there's a tuk tuk, but I like the tuk tuk.
There was a
Um, but yeah, I think for me to really be hyped up, I need to have watched the older movies to understand more about the characters. But either way, it seemed really exciting. Yeah, I'm surprised Harrison Ford is still in on this, but I'm excited. I don't I so far I don't regret having this on my list.
You will. Oh, sorry. I mean,
I hope not.
that just means.
At least I'll take 65. Just don't let me down, Indy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I hope they pull it off well. It seems like there's gonna be a bit of fun as well, like not like serious
Mhm.
adventure, the typical like Indiana Jones comedy and all that. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean Harrison Ford, like you said, you're surprised Harrison Ford's in this. He literally attempted to retire in the beginning of this trailer, but they didn't let him.
yeah.
I think that might be just in real life, and they just happened to capture it on camera. And they like, listen,
I'm retiring. And
That's
you know,
No, you're not.
That's actually directly showing.
let's pull you back in. But yeah, I like it. I like that they play with the music, just the nostalgia of the music. I love the
oh
original
yeah, dude,
series.
I
right?
was loving the
Yeah.
music the entire time. I can't believe I forgot about the music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
glad
I
John
really
Williams coming back at least one last time for this. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be
actually,
composing.
quick question though. I remember back when like Star Wars 7 was coming out, we were all talking about like how Harrison Ford just really didn't want to do Han Solo again.
Mhm.
But like, do we know what he said about Indiana Jones, or does he actually
He
like this, or?
likes Indiana Jones more than Han Solo.
Harrison
That's for sure.
Han
Oh,
Solo.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, at least he's more excited for this, and I'm hopefully this gives him a good send off because again, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is total garbage fire. Um,
I
so
like
hopefully
that
this one is
film.
good.
I don't.
When is the last time you watched it?
No, I don't like it.
So yeah, hopefully it's a good send off. There was several references, but in the trailer to the older films, not too much to go. So I don't think you're missing too much. I think the main lady in this trailer, uh, she's the same lady who voiced L3 in Solo, by the way, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Ah,
Um, and yeah, I think she's supposed to be a new character. I don't think she's related to any existing character in the past, because I think based on how the trailer was cut, that she's the daughter of Toby Jones, who's also in the
yeah.
trailer, and the guy who shot him once in there. And he's a new
Was
character.
is he a new character?
I'm pretty sure he is. I don't remember him in
Okay.
the old films. He's
Because
not
I
in
was
the first
wondering
three
like
films.
who's that? Yeah.
If he's in the fourth film, I don't remember because I don't remember that film. But but in the first three, he's definitely not. So
Yeah. I might go watch Indiana Jones again.
yeah. But yeah, I think it looks good. I don't know what the Dial of Destiny is supposed to be. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that we saw a lot more flashback sequence to him, younger self, and I don't know how much that will be in the film. And hopefully, it just the age looks good. That's my only concern. And
In the
same with
trailer,
this,
it didn't look too bad, right?
it looks okay.
It looks
You could
There
tell
are
it was
some that looks,
CG, but like,
yeah.
Yeah.
My concern is more on again the Samuel L. Jackson part of it. Like, is his face gonna be young, but his body gonna be 80? Because
ah,
if he's supposed to be like doing all kinds of stunts with his back slouch and broken leg, because he did broke his leg in the set of Star Wars, but with a young face, like okay, that's gonna be funny to see. But yeah, hopefully it just looks good. But again, I think it looks fun, and I like that they play with nostalgia in there.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. My one concern from seeing the trailer is how much flashback are they gonna do? Because it seems like they're going to do a lot, unless the Dial of
Mm.
Destiny do something with time travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it might be. I don't know. Changing Destiny.
Yeah.
Because the
Could be.
villain seems like what he wants to get it to change the Nazis regime or something based on the
Yeah, he mentioned something Hitler, like I don't know, failing,
like
but
yeah,
not gonna happen again or something
yeah,
like
he's
that.
gonna undo Hitler's mistakes or something.
Yeah.
That's like the
Do you
one thing
think?
Indiana
He
Jones knows
sounds
how.
he sounds like yeah, he sounds like the typical like I'm not loyal to the Nazi regime, I'm loyal to Germany, and then
Yeah.
Indiana Jones has always relied Last Crusade and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Nazis are the villain, and those films
Yeah.
really work, and probably the best in the series. So the fact that they just
They're
go
going
back to
back
what
to
worked
that.
exactly.
I mean,
but yeah.
I'm glad I don't want them to change it.
Also, it's not like you're gonna root for the villain because they're fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
So it's like smart. It's like the easiest villain to use. So yeah.
I don't know,
You think in
man.
the
Edgy
scene?
kids these days.
That's true. Do you think in the scene when Harrison Ford and the girl like parachutes off, like skydives off a plane, do you think Harrison Ford did it for real?
Well, if it's on a green screen, probably.
No,
I
no,
don't-
no. Did it for
No
real?
ch-
Like
There
he
is
jumps
no
off.
way.
What, jump off a plane? No.
I mean, yeah, it's in the movie. Maybe he
Want to
actually wants
throw
to do
an
it.
you want to throw an 80-year-old man off a plane?
I mean, he did almost crash his helicopter like how many
Actually, wait,
times? So
did he
maybe he's
play in
used
a
to it.
did he play in a film where he went get off my plane and he actually threw someone off? That's something he played as the president of the United
He was
States. I
in,
forgot what
in
film,
the Air
yeah.
Force One, yeah.
Yeah, Air Force One, yeah, that's what it's called.
But he was
Now
young,
he's
and I
the
don't
one
think.
getting thrown off an airplane.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Avik, any other additional thoughts on this?
Um, I'll add additional thoughts because you already mentioned about the whole main stuff about it. I've noticed that in the trailers, it seems like there's a lot of the film. There's like a lot of settings for the films. Like there's like some scenes where an airplane is like flying through like this extremely stormy cloud. And then there's the tuk tuk scene, the rickshaw scene that Teguh mentioned. And then there's one where they're like off the edge of like like an ocean's abyss or something. I don't know why. It's just like those like little snippets. It's like it's very adventurous. It looks like they're going to a lot of places. And of course,
Yeah.
it's like the basic stuff where they go inside tombs and temples. So like those kind of stuffs are always like the cool parts of Indiana Jones.
I
In
can't
my
wait to
mind, at
go
least.
on an adventure to multiple different places from the comfort of my own couch.
Yeah, you lazy. I can't wait to
So-
see an 80-year-old man break his back just falling off
God,
temples.
I hope
From the comfort of my own couch.
I really hope the action is good because if the action is like you can really tell Harrison Ford is like in painkillers every other scene, I would feel bad.
He's gonna be addicted to painkillers after this movie.
Like he's riding a horse, supposed to be badass, but his face is like, oh, my back.
Oh my! He's just riding on the horse because it shakes around too much. It's like
By the way, I saw this is a little side note, but I saw this going around Twitter recently of like how there is this technology now where people is like using AI to change people expression on a movie. And imagine if they do that for Harrison Ford, like his face is like in pain, and they just use
Yeah.
AI to make him smile.
So most of
It's
his
like
emotions we see is fake because it's he's
It's
always
like
in
that
pain
Instagram
throughout the
filter
shoot.
where they're
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
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 All right. I don't know. I don't have any other things you want to add from that. Oh, actually, wait. Mr. Bluebolt asks, how does this compare to the Lego games? Doesn't exist yet.
Oh yeah, this part of this title
You've
has not
only-
existed in Lego
You've
form.
still not have you, I don't remember.
I haven't watched any Indiana Jones. I've
Right,
watched
you've
Or
only
should I,
done
Lego
or
the-
should I
you've only done
recap
the
the
Lego.
entire Indiana Jones series by playing Lego?
You should. It's actually
It would work.
pretty accurate.
Well,
Yeah, it would work, yeah.
Calvin,
It
how
would
would you
work.
know? How would you know, Calvin? You've never seen the movie.
Well, I know
mean,
from Star
from the
Wars that it works.
scenes I've seen in the movie and from the Lego, it seems fairly accurate. You know,
To be
they
fair,
just
no,
changed
I-
little bits like the whole face melting scene into like just the body popping off. You know, they
No,
just
no,
changed
over
little
that, like,
things.
no, actually, for real, like, cause I think, played like the first film before, like the full thing,
Yeah.
and like,
It's faithful.
like, what is it? Like, they basically just shortened the story, but like the gist of it is very much the same. They just don't have dialogues. They just don't have dialogues in it. 'Cause, I mean, the old ones at least they didn't have dialogues.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's the only
So yeah,
difference.
Lego, you can definitely recap it from the Lego games, and it'll be more interactive. You know, you'll actually be fighting ants, like in that I don't know what movie that is from.
That's the
What was
The
fourth
bad
one.
one, yeah.
That's
That's
the
the
fourth
terrible
one. Yeah.
one. Yeah, the Crystal
Yeah,
Skull.
you see, that bad movie is actually a pretty fun
How
level.
big? How big is Ant in Legoverse?
Ants and
big.
Legos.
Lego.
Very small.
Lego
It's like the
ants.
size of the legs, I guess.
Oh,
It's pretty big.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fair. Fun.
All right. So I guess that's that for all our. Oh, do you have a poster you want to bring up, Bert?
Oh yeah, the poster looks great. I
Or a
like the
poster for
poster that they're
Dio.
doing. They're doing old school style
Mhm.
design again. I think that looks
Love
great.
it.
Artist
Looks
like
nice.
watercolor art,
Oh, that looks
artistic
yeah, it
style.
looks similar to the older,
Mm-hmm.
posters.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
cool.
That's good
Definitely
poster
good
design.
poster. I
Mhm.
like the old
Great use
school
of
poster designs. They're pretty cool with the
yeah,
with the watercolor and
great
stuff.
use of
Yeah.
negative space there. Yes, very nice.
This far is negative space. Is that what that's called?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess that's that for all the trailer stuff. Well, should we? I guess we should rush through the rest.
Yeah, I think we can.
No.
I think we can do some.
Why are you
quick-
rushing? Just wait until I have sour.
No, I want to sleep.
No, you sour too.
Yeah, it is. It is getting late.
This
For you,
entire
it's-
week, my schedule's been screwed up.
All right, let's not waste time. Now let's
What
play
is
a
what's
game.
this one?
This or no. I thought someone else was gonna say the other word.
I'm not
That.
playing it.
Oh, you know what?
This
Before
or that.
you know what?
Oh,
Go
come
ahead.
on.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. I'll say it later. I'll say it later. While I remember. While I remember.
But yeah, basically pick one movie that pick one of these movie that you're most excited about, right? It's just that. So let's just start with the
Based on
first
the
round. There are
recent,
only
based
two
on the
rounds on
news.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, based on the news. There are only two rounds on this. So first one, Battle of the Sequels, Shrek 5 versus Paddington in Peru.
Okay, Paddington 3.
Yeah. If Paddington is not a hardened criminal, maybe probably Shrek 5.
The fact that in the notes I put down Paddington starts shooting soon as well. It sounds like he could be a criminal.
Shooting soon.
What kind of
does that
shooting is
mean?
this?
But you know, this is Paddington. Paddington in Peru is the third Paddington movie. It's about to start production. Shrek 5 is announced. Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy is set to return. Although, interestingly, this is not going to be a DreamWorks project. It's going to be passed on
What?
to Illumination, which is interesting because they're now on the same banner, right? Universal. So it's going to be under Illumination. So that's a very odd choice that they do that. But yeah, where are you guys leaning?
Here's the thing, like, if I'm not wrong, I kind of it's kind of foggy. Shrek 4 is it Forever After or
Shrek
something
Forever
like that?
After. Yeah.
Shrek
Yeah.
Forever.
It's not the best. So
I liked it
don't
better
like
than
the third
3.
one.
I liked it better than
Oh,
3.
the third
I think
one,
Shrek 3
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, but still though, it's not saying too much. But I don't know.
And you cried in Paddington too? So you're like
I did not cry at Paddington 2. I simply tolerate it.
tolerate.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Shrek for sure. Just because
Yeah.
Shrek has just so much fun characters, I guess, right? You got Donkey, you got Shrek.
That's it.
Who else is there?
Puss might be
the
back.
one-
Puss might be
The
back.
one that,
Puss
the one
might
that
be
had
back.
his own movie.
Fiona.
At the end of the movie, then can we talk about it now? Can we go spoilers on
Of
that?
what?
Yeah,
Puss
spoil,
in
Yeah,
Boots?
spoiler
wait,
Wait,
alert,
what
I
movie?
guess.
What movie? What movie? What movie?
Puss in
Last
Boots
Wish.
in the last
I haven't
Wish.
watched it. I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay.
Skill issue. Anyway.
Skill
Anyway.
issue.
Damn.
Let's
I
just say
wanted
the
to-
let's
I
just say the
I just
ending
wanted
of
to roast the go, but you go. But
let's just
go
say the
on.
ending of the movie sets up potential for a sequel.
Yeah,
Okay.
potential for a sequel or Shrek, I guess.
or Shrek.
Or Shrek.
Yeah. So yeah, Puss in Boots might be back. I would love to have the gingerbread man guy back. He's always fun to have around. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going with Shrek for sure. How about you guys?
I would go for Shrek under the basis that the Puss in Boots film that shit went hard. harder than it had to. It's so good.
That was a hard shit indeed.
That is true.
Yeah, it was a
that
hard
is
shit indeed. That movie went. That movie's like pretty. Like I said, it's a very good film. So I'm like, if Illumination can make something, I don't know, a similar quality, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Similar quality Shrek to like Puss in Boots 2. I'm like, you know what? Go for it. I am supporting them right now after Puss in Boots 2. So yes.
No, but the thing is, it's not DreamWorks anymore. It's Illumination.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
right?
like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they could pull off a different thing. They could pull off something just as cool. You never know. I always have hope for
Yeah.
new things.
Yeah, I'm double
Okay,
checking this, but yeah,
sure.
it is correct because yeah, again, Illumination is under Universal's banner, right? Same as DreamWorks now. They're under Universal because they're both purchased. So yeah, the fact that Illumination is taking the helm is a very interesting choice because yeah, the Shrek is probably outside of How to Train Your Dragon and maybe Kung Fu Panda. I still argue Shrek is the biggest like
It
franchise
is
from
the
DreamWorks.
biggest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd say.
so it is very interesting that they're handing it off to
Yeah,
Illumination.
they're handing it off to just Illumination, even though it's like
Kinda,
DreamWorks' biggest
yeah.
project.
Unless it's gonna be collaborative, I don't know how that's gonna work. But yeah, because what is the best Illumination movie? They got Secret Life of Pets. They
Minions.
got I probably the first Despicable Me.
Yeah, the Minions series basically, whole Minions, Despicable Me stuff.
But like the Minions movie are not great. The Despicable Me movies are better, but the Minions movie are not great.
No, I meant that whole thing. You
The
know.
whole
Franchise,
Minion
yeah, yeah, yeah.
verse.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole Minion verse.
The whole Minion verse. Yeah.
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 How about you to go? Shrek 5 or Paddington in Peru?
In Peru.
I haven't watched any of the Paddington movies. So
Oh,
Good,
sad.
Teguh.
Shrek, I
Good.
guess.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
But I
Shrek
like
is-
Marmalade, Kelvin.
Well, you,
I don't
you
know why,
can
just
like
want-
Marmalade. You just don't have you just don't have to like Paddington.
Yeah, you can like Marmalade, just not Paddington.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I kind
I
of want to
don't. Have I
mention
seen
like
Shrek 4? I don't know if I've seen Shrek 4 though.
It's the one where there is Rumpelstiltskin and they go back in time. They change the history fate.
the whole
and
universe changes.
No,
the
I
it's-
timeline
don't-
changes. Yeah.
it's the one where there is a scene where there's a kid and goes,
If I
Do the-
have watched it,
do the
it's been
roar.
too long. It's been too long.
I
And 2
don't
and
know.
3 as well.
Oh.
2 and 3. I know I've watched 2 and 3. It's too long.
"That's fair."
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Puss in Boots.
you should watch Puss in Boots Last Wish.
I know I should. Wait, do I have
Yeah,
to watch
like-
the? Wait, this is the second one, right? Technically.
To be honest, I
Third.
never watched the first
Second
Puss in Boots.
Boots,
but
yeah.
Yeah. Do I
Yeah,
have to watch the
second
first
one?
one?
Yeah,
Not
I didn't watch
Yeah,
it.
no.
I didn't watch the first one, and I
No,
wasn't
not
confused
really.
with the story. I was
It
like, okay.
helps because the second main character originates from
It's
the first
from the-
movie.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
aside from that, there's nothing really connected to it.
Yeah.
They kind of explain a bit.
Yeah.
I guess in
Okay.
the Last Wish movie. So you
Because
don't
part
really
of the
have to
reason
watch
why I
it.
didn't really watch it was like, do I have to watch the first one
It's
first?
awful.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
when I watched
didn't watch the first
the
one. yeah.
Last Wish, I don't remember what happened in the first one other than the
Mm,
second character thing.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Shrek 5.
Yeah, Shrek 5. So I guess everyone's using Shrek 5 over Paddington, right?
Yeah, even
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Paddington is exciting. I'm curious to see Paddington not in Britain.
I know it sounds a bit like weird, like why is he in Peru? But I know that
That's where
Paddington's
from.
like species of bear is originated from South America.
Yeah, and
Oh,
like in the
is it?
first film,
It is,
first film, the opening scene of the first film is
Was he-
Paddington,
was he shipped?
baby Paddington in Peru. Well, he decided.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well, was
remember
he
why he go
stolen
to.
by the British Museum?
No, I think he just. Didn't he? Kelvin
Museum.
watched the first one too. I don't
No,
remember.
Paddington was a stowaway.
He just
on a,
want to,
on
right?
a
Oh,
boat.
stowaway.
Because
Oh.
Aunt Lucy wants him to live in, was it England? What city was it? Yeah, basically that, to have a better life kind of thing. Yeah, so they don't have to live in
Okay.
the forest.
That
Oh,
makes
and now
sense.
he's
For
getting
some,
deported back to Peru.
or-
He's being deported.
I don't know if it's supported.
He doesn't have the necessary documents.
He doesn't have. Yeah, he does not have the visa.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
I'm excited for Shrek 5, especially if the whole original cast is coming back.
Mhm,
Um,
that's true. So yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, Paddington.
Yeah.
It's a tough competition.
Go back to
Shrek.
prison, bear.
That's very slanderous. Go back to prison.
All right, moving on from that round. Shrek 5 wins by a landslide. Now, next one here we have the battle of the live action remakes. Well, yeah, Harry Potter versus Moana. Make way! Make way!
We have to choose. I'd rather
Yeah,
not.
yeah. So this quick
Yeah.
description of what. Quick
Yeah, Harry
description of
Potter, whatever.
quick
Yeah,
description
whatever,
of
Harry
this.
Potter.
Harry Potter is gonna be rebooted for HBO. Each season of the series will be based on one of the 7 books, so there will be 7 seasons of the show. And Moana is going to be a live action remake. For Disney, obviously, Dwayne Johnson and Auli Carvalho will play Maui and Moana respectively. They are the voice cast of the original characters. So yeah,
Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter by a landslide. Let's just move
Harry
on.
Potter.
Yeah, let's move on.
Anything live
I-
action Disney makes is just no.
I
don't
hate both
care.
of these news. I hate both of these news.
Yeah,
'Cause-
the thing
Yeah,
is, I don't
same.
want either of them.
Same. Even though I haven't watched Harry Potter, but same.
I think the thing that bothers me the most is obviously Harry Potter is like still fresh. 2011 is the latest film that they remake it. It's kind of weird that it's early. Pretty sure just for
2011, so
cash
yeah.
grabs. And
They need the money.
yeah, I know a lot of people are not happy about it too because like they grew up with this franchise as well. But the
Yeah.
Moana one, and as upsetting the Harry Potter one is, the Moana one doesn't make sense to me because it came out in 2016.
It's
Yep.
very new.
Why
It's
are they
very
making
recent.
a remake of it now? Live action remake of it now. So weird.
I don't see it working in live action.
And they just use the same actors as well, so it's just
How have
like
they-
an absolute recycle.
The only reason I
Yeah.
would want to watch the live action Moana is just to see how they animate the tattoos on Maui on Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, that's the only thing
We
I
can
want to
just wait
see.
for a YouTube clip for that. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And like legit, like you said, yeah, it's the same cast, so that's really weird. Also, like it's kind of weird that they picked Moana in terms of their more recent work, because like I would assume out of any of their most recent work, Frozen would be the first one adapted, but Moana,
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
Moana was
I don't-
Frozen was
great.
it's-
2012, wasn't it? The first one?
Frozen 2013,
13?
Mm.
Yes.
but it's like bigger too. It's a bigger franchise,
Mm.
and like I read there's like a Moana sequel instead of a live action movie. So yeah, it's bad. When the news got announced, I'm like,
But-
this is awful.
Both are bad. Can we pick or?
Or
Or
or what? The
Or.
or to row the boat?
Yeah, the
What
or.
the- or.
Yeah.
yeah, this has to be more financial decision and creative decision. I'm pretty sure.
Man, whoever is going to be playing Harry Potter and the other two,
So
They're
much
gonna
pressure
get
on
a
them as
lot
well.
Too
Yeah.
much
Oh,
pressure, and
hate.
they're gonna get bullied, dude. I feel bad.
dude, they're gonna get a lot of hate. That's for sure.
Not to mention the first season, they'll be like they're still kids, basically, right? I think if I'm
Oh,
mistaken.
yeah.
You're gonna be bullied for 7 years. For 7
Yeah, they
Oh,
got that
well,
bullied
yeah.
for 7
God.
years.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Unless, of course, they do an amazing job, but I
And
don't like the
someone-
chances on that.
No, honestly, even if they did an
Nah.
amazing job, some people are still gonna be like, "This is not the
That
Harry
is
Potter I
true,
grew up
yeah.
with."
See,
And
it's-
we're gonna talk shit about it.
because they need to make it faithful enough to please the fans, but they need to differentiate it enough from the original film, which will also trigger the fans because they're like, that's not what we grew up. That's not. It's going to be different. They cannot have the same set. I feel like they got to differentiate the set to make it look different, along with the cast and everything. So that's gonna upset some fans in their fan base. Also, it's outside of movie wise, commercially, they have marketed like the Harry Potter, the Daniel Radcliffe version of Harry Potter everywhere, including like merchandising, toys, even theme parks.
Yeah.
And now, if this is their focus, are they going to change all of the designs in the theme park? That's going to cost a lot of money. So that's interesting.
Nah, they're not gonna change the design for that. That's nah.
So yeah, now there's gonna create like some kind of clash in like the choice. Also, someone make this. If someone saw this, there's a video on Twitter that on YouTube, Twitch, I don't know, that went around of some guy got very upset with this news by saying like they're gonna make Harry Potter woke. which is like, honestly, I can see that happening, and that's
It can
probably
happen.
I
in a
don't
bad
like
in a
that.
bad way. In a bad
I
way.
did
Yeah.
not think of that, and now I'm terrified.
I mean, with all the stuff, is J.K. Rowling involved in this?
J.K. Rowling's gonna produce it, so yeah, she's gonna get more money.
Okay,
So
with
Oh,
how
do
much
that.
power J.K. Rowling has over Harry Potter in this series as well, it's not gonna go good. I think it's not gonna be good.
Both of these news is awful. This is a lose-lose for all the fans.
Yeah,
Uh,
no one's winning here.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, awful. Nothing else to say. I don't know, man.
no one else to add. But yeah,
Mhm.
we choose or this time. I
Or.
guess, but yeah. But if we have to choose one, I guess it's Harry Potter. But that's
It's
just
more
like
lenient to Harry Potter, yeah.
But that's like,
Mhm.
because we have no choice.
Mhm.
Alright,
I don't like this game.
now moving
This
on.
game.
Moving
Uh,
on to the final segment here, we have, I don't know, some Star Wars celebration stuff. I'm not gonna contribute much to this because I have no idea.
Yeah, we can sort of
Uh,
speed run this. I will break down the news, but yeah, Star Wars Celebration is happening. I think it still is up all this throughout this whole weekend. So we might hear some more news, but some of the big news already dropped. This is happening in England this year. Star Wars Celebration, they drop a lot of news. So I'll say some of the news announced, and we can like talk a bit if we have any thoughts on it. So Andor season 2 is happening in summer of 2024. That will wrap up the show. I still haven't seen the show. Teguh, did you
Yay.
saw this?
Teguh
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
it.
I like
So
it.
yeah,
Teguh was the only one that
excitement,
finished it, yeah.
excitement level for it. I gotta finish this.
Same.
Excitement level for Andor. Season 2. It did start picking up near the end, so 8 or 9.
Mhm.
Very
Oh,
cool.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were. I thought you were. I thought you
I'm
were.
just gonna add.
I thought the girl was mentioning episode 8 or 9 was really cool, and I was like,
What? No,
okay,
no,
cool.
Like
That- that's
excitement
great.
Not
level,
as
8 or 9.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
yeah.
excited like level 8 or 9. Right?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I couldn't contribute, but yeah, I gotta watch Endor because all I've heard is good stuff.
I got overwhelmed. That's why I stopped. There
It was
wasn't
a
a 4
time when
series
all
coming
the
out.
series was coming out, yeah.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, not How to Train Your Dragon, House of the Dragon. Sorry. And-
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
Everyone-
I think this is fun. It's very like nitty gritty to. Yeah, it's fun.
Everyone that I've talked to that have seen this said that this is the best project Disney Plus have created. So I'm like, okay, that's high praise. Okay, I'll
Ooh,
check
I
it
don't
out.
know if it's
Okay.
the best, but
That's
it's
like saying
definitely
it's
up
better
there.
than Mandalorian then. That's tough.
It's different. It's very different.
It
Oh,
is up
alright.
there. It's up there. I don't know if I can say it's the best, but it's up there for sure.
Mhm. Talking about which, I still haven't finished I haven't started Mandalorian season 3 again.
Yeah,
because
same.
of
I
Boba
completely
Fett.
forgot about it until today. I was like, oh wait, I need to watch. Do you know how many episodes that is?
I think they have like 3 more episodes left. I think.
Okay. So I
And
could
from
just
what
wait
I
till
heard,
everything's out and
what
just
I heard,
binge
the
it.
latest episode have Lizzo,
Oh,
and
okay.
it also have Jack Black. And apparently
Oh.
it's very weird, and I don't know what the plot is, but that's all I know. So, yeah.
All right.
Now I'm very
Can't wait.
interested. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, next news is the TV show Acolyte. The series Acolyte. They show an exclusive teaser in Star Wars Celebration. Apparently, it showed tons of martial arts and lightsaber action. The showrunner Leslie Headland says that Acolyte was pitched as Frozen meets Kill Bill, which I'm very confused by. And apparently, it's set in the High Republic, so it's like the era where there's lots of Jedi's. The cast includes Lee Jung. I'm gonna butcher his name. Lee Jung Jae, who is in Squid Games. As he's going to be a Jedi Master. Jonas Watomo, who physically plays Chewbacca. He's going to play a different Wookiee character, and is apparently a Jedi Wookiee. As well as Amandla Stenberg, who's going to be in this one. You might know her as Rue from the Hunger Games movie. As well as Daphne Keane, who you might know as X-23 from Logan. She's also going to be in this movie in undisclosed roles. So thoughts on this High Republic Jedi show, which is Frozen meets Kill Bill.
I like
have
I like
no
the
idea
idea
what
of the
that
Wookiee
means.
Jedi.
Yeah,
I like
right.
the idea of the Wookiee
Yeah, I
Jedi.
like the
Just go.
Wookiee Jedi. I
I
like.
can't make this sound. I make this sound. Like like imagine that with like the yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a Wookiee Jedi. That'll be I would that would be a guess to
Wait, what?
my incomprehensible podcast.
The Wookiee.
Yeah,
Wait,
Star
I'm
Wars
confused.
podcast.
Damn.
Is this a live action TV series or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? High Republic. So everyone's on.
No, not that kind of high.
Oh,
High Republic-
oh, good drugs we have.
I guess it should be explained. I'm not the most diverse in Star Wars lore, but High Republic is an era in Star Wars timeline where it's the peak of the Jedi. Basically, everything Phantom Menace era prior to it, like the peak Jedi kind of thing.
Right. So when the Republic are like the power, the main power of the galaxy, kind of.
Yes. They actually, you know what? This is interesting. I'm gonna bring this up because they present this in the celebration. They explain that Star Wars is sort of split into timelines.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the Old Republic, there's the High Republic. Fall of the Jedi is we know Attack of the Clones, Order 66 kind
Yeah.
of thing. Fall of the Jedi. Reign of the Empire is when the Empire rises. Darth Vader's time. Age of Rebellion. The New Republic is in between, like after Return of the Jedi, sort of like the creation of the New Republic, right? And then the rise of the First Order. Obviously, that's the sequel era, and then like past sequel, that's a new thing. Dawn of the Jedi is the original. So yeah, that's like sort of a whole timeline. Apparently, Star Wars is gonna explore different branch for the timeline now, so that's interesting.
So we're going to the second oldest timeline, or the Old Republic.
High Republic.
Oh, the High Republic. So it's even okay. There's even things before that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not exactly again too sure the difference of Old Republic and High Republic, but I'm pretty sure High Republic is like in that peak time, Phantom Menace era kind of thing.
To be honest, I think I'll just be too encapsulated by the world building and stuff because I've always liked the designs of like the Republic era stuff. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's
Public
ships
era
and
stuff
stuff.
is designed better.
They're cool. They're cool.
I'm still trying to figure out what Frozen meets Kill Bill is supposed to mean.
I'm just going
What's
to
the-
accept it.
What's
I-
crossover in that?
I haven't watched Kill Bill, so I wouldn't know how to even combine them.
Martial artist samurai stuff with people letting go.
With, dude,
People
it's
let it
just
go.
Kill Bill on ice.
Ah,
Yeah.
with
It's just
ice.
Kill Bill on ice.
Maybe there's like a
Bill on ice.
sibling. Maybe there's like a sibling storyline to it, and how one of the sibling like banished himself. I don't know.
Alright.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Acolyte. Moving on, I don't think we can. There's not much we can say about this, but just gonna drop it for the news wise. Star Wars Skeleton Crew is another show. John Watts, the creator of Spider-Man: No Way Home, Spider-Man MCU trilogy, is directing this, and the story is about a group of kids that will go on an adventure throughout the galaxy. They show an exclusive teaser on the celebration. Obviously, we don't get to see the teaser. A bunch of directors is attached to direct different episodes, including David Lowery, who did Pete's Dragon for Disney, Bryce Dallas Howard, who did a lot of Star Wars episodes as well, and you might know her from the Jurassic World films. But yeah, a lot of different directors. The Daniels is going to do an episode for this one as well, from Everything Ever All at Once. So yeah, lots of stuff like that. I don't think we can add anything to this, right? Just like because there's not much to know, but yeah. If nothing on that, then Ahsoka is the big thing because we saw the trailer. We saw the teaser trailer. So yeah, Ahsoka trailer coming out show is coming out in August. Thoughts on the trailer?
She said something dark is coming. Is she mentioning
Dark is coming.
Samuel L. Jackson character?
Dark is
Windu,
coming.
or
Sammy's Windu.
like the dark side?
Windu is coming.
Are you just saying that Ahsoka is just straight up racist? Trying to say-
Not racist. He's actually dark skinned. Toned.
I don't know.
Fair.
Wait. Is Ahsoka somehow like I don't know, apprentice to like Mace Windu or something? I don't know.
Oh,
man.
she's the apprentice
No.
of
No, random
Anakin
Anakin.
Skywalker.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
man. I don't know my Star Wars lore. Alright.
That's all I know about her. Okay, after that, I'm just like, okay. I don't
No,
know.
I want
The
to.
only thing-
What do you
the
know?
only-
What do you know about Ahsoka? I want. Now I'm curious. I want to see
What
how
I know
accurate
about
this
her,
is.
I think she dual wields. That's the only thing. That and her hat shape. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
prior
Well,
to
there is
watching
no
this
wrong. There is
trailer.
no wrong statements there, but there's
There's
also
no
very
wrong
safe
statements,
statements
yeah.
there.
Those are the only two things I know. I know her.
It's the head shape.
She's.
Mm.
I know she got a weird head shape. I know she's kind of orange, and she dual wields. That's all I know. Prior to watching. Actually, no. After watching the trailer, I also have no idea what she does. She does yoga poses with lightsabers, I think. So there's that.
She do the downward. She do the downward dog with the lightsaber.
The lightsaber.
At one point, she was like doing like a T-pose thing with like the lightsaber across. Well, like she's kicking someone at the back. I don't know. That kind of looks like a yoga pose.
A Yoda pose. Yeah, I like that too.
Not Yoda
pose.
pose.
Yoda pose.
But yeah, I don't know. Teguh, you talk something. You know a lot, right, about Star Wars lore.
Yeah, I was excited. I don't think I was that excited when I first heard about the Ahsoka series coming out, but now that I've seen the trailer, I'm pretty excited. I don't understand much because yeah, the Rebels character appeared. I know that she's the Rebels character. I just don't know anything about her. But like, yeah, do I have to watch Rebels? I don't know if I want to go watch Rebels.
I
But
don't
then
know
Rebels
either.
has a lot of lore about the dark saber and all of that, so we'll see.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing that character. I'm looking up the character name right now. But yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is
Oh,
in
no wonder she
there.
looks familiar. It's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Okay.
Yeah, I love
Also,
I
the
love that.
guy with the guy with the beard, is that Bilbo Baggins?
What?
What?
Is it not?
No.
What? Bilbo Baggins?
No, no,
No,
no, no, no,
that's
no.
not them.
That's
You're talking
that's
about the
Ray.
guy with
That's
the.
Ray Stevenson. That's very different.
Yeah. God, there's nothing
Ah,
like
okay,
Bilbo
okay, okay.
Baggins.
Ray Stevenson.
Wait, no,
He's in a lot of stuff. He's played Punisher in one of the movies. He actually plays one of Thor's friend. He's the
Oh, he's in
Volstagg.
Transporter. Oh, okay.
He's also in RRR. He's played a British guy in RRR, the British minister. But yeah, definitely not Bilbo.
He's in Star Wars Rebels.
So yeah, Mary Elizabeth
Either way, he
Winstead
looks
plays
familiar.
Hera, which is a Rebels character. Natasha Liu plays Sabine. Natasha Liu Bordizzo plays Sabine, which I don't know what that character is supposed to be, but I have heard the name Sabine so many times in Star Wars culture, just because I'm around it. But I have no idea who that character is. But I know it's just like a fan favorite. So yeah, I think the Ghost right. All of those are like Rebels character that's coming to live action, which is cool.
Mhm.
All right.
Also they teased Thrawn, so that's awesome. I don't know much about Thrawn. I know he's the blue villain, and I know he's sort of. People say that he's like one of the big bad of that era, of that like the era in Star Wars timeline. He's sort of like the Vader of that timeline. And again, I don't know what he does, but I know he have his own book, which I believe is called Heir to the Throne, Heir to the Empire, which they mention in the trailer, the exact line, Heir to the Empire. So I think that's a reference to it.
Yeah.
And that book is like apparently one of the, if you're a Star Wars fan, it's a must read because it's like one of the best stories in Star Wars canon. So yeah,
Interesting.
but that's all I know about it.
After looking at the comments, I think if you watch like Star Wars Rebels, this is like the go-to, like the go-to like live action for you. Because honestly, I just don't understand what's going on. I mean, it looks cool. I'm pretty sure I'd watch it after I get past Mandalorian season 3. After I get past Boba Fett.
Yeah, right. I feel like for a
Wait, did you finish Boba Fett, Bert?
no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think I'm 3 episodes deep, but I put it in the background to the point where I don't remember shit. And I was on hiatus, and now I feel like if I want to watch it, I have to rewatch the first 3 episodes. But that sounds even more painful than watching it the first time around. So
Because you've already watched it technically,
No,
but
but
at
I
the
don't
same time, you're
remember
just like, I
anything.
don't remember anything.
Exactly.
Ah, you just remember that you have watched it, and that's already a pain.
Yeah, I should have tried to finish it the first time around. But yeah, I got it. See, I think the thing is, Kelvin is not a big Star Wars fan.
Yep.
Ariq
I
is
just like the idea of it.
yeah, you like the idea of the Force.
I've gotten
Yes.
around into some of the films. Okay, like I
Okay,
remember
the films,
rewatching the whole
but not
thing.
the shows, but not really on the
Not the
shows,
shows.
right?
No, not the shows.
I
I
just like the
also
characters, I guess.
I am mid on the films. There's some films that I like, some films that I don't care for, and I'm not big on I'm not too big on any of the other shows as well. Teguh's like the biggest probably out of all the shows. I feel like outside all of us, and this show seems like it's going to appease a lot of the diehard Star Wars fans, and maybe the general Star Wars fans might need to get a little bit more hooked. Needs a little more hook to get into it. I feel like because I don't understand what's going on the trailer.
I can't wait to review the episodes of Ahsoka and then have like diehard Star Wars fans just absolutely bully us into oblivion because we don't understand anything.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I have no other thoughts on this. It looks cool. Excited to
does
see
look-
some of the characters, but I have no idea what's going on. And
It's
honestly,
cool,
my excitement
exciting,
is
but yeah, we're not geeky enough to understand this.
yeah.
That sounds like an insult, but you know what I mean. We're-
Kelvin, any thoughts on this?
No, I have no idea what the hell is going on.
All right, fair. Fair enough. The final news, just to cram stuff together. Which one of these excites you the most? Okay, Dave Filoni, who's the showrunner of Clone Wars, he also helped showrun Mandalorian. He will direct a Star Wars film that will culminate the events of the Mandoverse. So that's the first option. James Mangold, the director of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, director of Logan, director of Ford v Ferrari. He will direct a Star Wars film about the first Jedi, and it will be described as a biblical epic. Or the third option, Daisy Ridley will return as Rey in a film directed by Charmin Obai Chinoy. Sorry if I'm butchering her name. But it will follow the establishment of a new Jedi Order set 15 years after the events of the Rise of Skywalker. So out of those three, which one excites you the most?
This is an easy answer for me.
Go ahead.
Number 1. Okay. Number 3 is just out of the question. Like, I just don't care about
You don't
that
like
anymore.
Rey? That's
No,
Albert's
I just
favorite
don't
character.
care about that
How dare
anymore.
you? How dare
She's
you?
not my favorite character. She's
Yeah,
I like her
whatever.
as
Screw you,
Rey.
Albert. Whatever. Number 1.
Why am
I-
I supposed to be offended by this? What's going on?
Yes, yes, you are. Okay, but yeah, what's the
Number
one?
1. I did think about it, but then you have to remember, Boba Fett is part of the Mandoverse,
Yes.
so that just dropped it instantly. And for number 2, I'm actually kind of excited because, like, James Mangold, I like his movies. That's the thing, right? And also, he's doing Indiana Jones, right? Yeah. So like,
Mhm.
Indiana Jones so far looks good. If he can do a good job with Indiana Jones, I'd have even more faith in doing like the first Jedi. But yeah, I'm most excited probably about the first Jedi.
Okay, so you pick option 2, the biblical
Yeah,
epic
yeah,
Jedi
option
Mangled movie.
2.
All right.
I hope this
Kelvin?
doesn't age like sour milk.
Kelvin, which one you picking for?
I have no.
He doesn't even watch the Star Wars stuff. You're just forcing him to like.
Yeah.
You're just-
I'll go with the biblical epic because the Bible is epic.
the Bible.
Well said.
Yeah, I go with the Bible, inshallah.
Yeah, I'll just go with that. Yeah, I locked
And
in
it-
my answer.
Any thoughts on the other two options? Or nah, don't care for it.
I
forgot what the other
really
two
don't
was.
care
What was
about
it,
Rey
Davis?
too much, so
There you
I don't really care for that one. Cause
Alright,
I still
Davis.
find it dumb that Rey's a, like, what was it?
Skywalker.
A Skywalker. I
Palpatine.
still find it
No,
dumb with that.
Palpatine.
Oh, Palpatine. Yeah.
Well, she's a Palpatine, but she claims the name Skywalker at the very end of the
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Rey
but
was
but
Who are
still,
you,
it's so
Rey?
dumb.
Rey
I still find it dumb that she's related to
It is.
Palpatine, and just
Yeah,
the
yeah,
idea of
it's dumb.
Palpatine,
Back from the
bumping
dead.
booties.
Pumping boot. Alright. This man was clapping. Ray means that this man was clapping cheeks. Yeah, I still remember seeing that. I still remember
why do
seeing
you have
that,
why
like,
do you have to
Twitter
give
post
why do you
online.
have to put that vision in? I've never thought of that. But now
But Albert, it
Uh,
only makes sense.
I know
It
it, does
only
make
makes
sense.
sense.
I know it makes sense, but I've never thought of it. until
Do you
you
think he
point
used
this
the
out.
force to assist in the process?
Unlimited power.
What do you mean? He just like blood bend his like certain area.
No, no,
just,
no, not bloodbend. More like he's old,
or
right?
just the,
He's trying
just the
to
force
move his
pushes it up,
hips.
you know.
No, he's trying to
Oh.
use his
Damn.
hips to like move, and then like he just can't. So he just used the force to help.
You
Yeah.
think he forced
The trusting
push his own
motion.
hips, or did you like he forced like pull the whatever?
He
Anyway,
uses the force on his own hips. That's what I meant.
oh,
Alright, let's
not on
not get
the not on
down.
the
Let's not
person.
get into details about Palpatine's night
Sex
life.
life.
Like he was a sex life, Palpatine
man.
sex life.
But yeah, the
Oh.
Mandoverse stuff.
Oh.
I haven't watched the
Well,
Mandalorian. I
the
heard
Goose
it's good,
biggest
so
fan
there's
is
that.
happy to see Rey again. What is that supposed
No,
to
how
mean?
could you betray me like this, Naruto?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, definitely the biblical epic stuff. I guess, even though I have no idea what's that about. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Ariq, I guess.
Yeah. And
Well,
I'll go
technically,
last.
right, the best part about the biblical thing is I don't think you need to understand or watch or see
Hmm.
anything previously
is true.
compared to the
Yeah.
Mando verse or the Ray verse or whatever verse. I don't care. Anyway, I mean, okay, I'm pretty sure the Mando verse might be pretty cool and all, but like again, you still have to probably watch the previous series and then the Ray stuff. Dear God. Anyway, so I guess like this would be like just a cool standalone film that anyone can just watch. And I don't know, something about the term biblical just makes it sound epic. And on the fourth day he shall rise with the lightsaber. Whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
What the fuck? And on Easter weekend, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
he poses with the two lightsabers.
Oh, man.
Dorime.
Yeah. I gotta go with this biblical epic for the same exact reason. I think the fact that there are no connections too much, at least you can sort of set fresh rules with this. It's like really far back, so I don't know. Again, they can create their own stuff. I don't even know if this has been written into the books or canon or whatever. If there is, that certain material they can use that's never been touched. If it isn't, it's fresh, new, original idea. So that will be cool. And James Mangold, I mean, Logan, Indiana Jones, Ford v Ferrari. That speaks for itself, you know. So I'm excited for that. The Mandoverse could be interesting. Dave Filoni he loves his Star Wars, so I mean, it's gonna be a passion project. I feel like you gotta be really into the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett and even the Ahsoka. Well, yeah, Ahsoka, because she appears in Mandalorian.
That is true.
So-
Ahsoka's in it.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be all that, and again, the comment section mentioned like Tron's probably gonna be the big bad of the Mandoverse, and if again with Dave Filoni, he will probably bring all the other animated characters that he draw into the live action. So we'll probably see that. So that's interesting. Again, I feel like Star Wars fans will love that the most. The Rey one, I'm happy for Daisy Ridley. Get that money, girl. I think they're really just doing this just to try to fix her character, because I think Star Wars realized that they messed up her character really bad, and probably just to redeem. Apparently, the showrunner that's going to be helming it work on 2 episodes of Miss Marvel. Let me check. It's episode episode 4 and episode 5. I don't remember which one that is, but she did that, and she's also going to do this. So I don't know how much influence that will be. And the funny thing is, the plot of setting a new Jedi Order, isn't that literally what Luke was doing prior to the sequel series? He was setting up a new Jedi Order, and they just like ruin all of it. They just like
Yeah,
retcon all of it.
yeah. He just ruined all of it, yeah.
And Katie Lynch said, imagine if they retcon her again. Yeah, in the Last Jedi, Rey, you're nobody. In Rise of Skywalker, Rey, you're Palpatine. In this movie, it reveals again, Rey, you're someone else again. It'll be so funny if they change her
Rey,
backstory again.
You're a Windu.
You're a Windu.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, Windu.
I'd rather, instead of like this and try to fix their character, they just straight up retcon like 7, 8, 9, and just like they can have Rey again, just like redo the story, from beginning. I'd
Yes.
rather they
Mm.
just do that.
Yeah, I don't know how much they could fix. I mean, again, I like Daisy Ridley
Well.
as Rey, but her arc is just sort of like so muddled at this point.
Mhm.
Do a flashpoint, a Ray point.
Rey
Rey
point.
Point.
You're gonna use the Force so much that it turns back time.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
basically, but not all the way. Just the until episode 7.
Yeah.
And then she does the signature Winnie the Pooh move. Bitch slap.
Huh? Oh.
What are the chances John Boyega returns? Probably very low. I think he hates Star Wars at this point. Unless they
man,
really convince him.
he doesn't get his role is not. It's pretty bad.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah.
I thought he
in the
was
three
gonna be
movies.
the main star of the role. Honestly, I thought he was gonna be the next. Like,
Yeah. The only way Boyega returns, in my opinion, is if he's not getting any other roles outside of Star Wars. But he was in Woman King and he was pretty good in that. Because I'm pretty sure he has outspoken verbally that he is never returning to Star Wars because of how he was treated.
Oh.
So yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, that is all the news that we have. So
Yeah.
biblical epic in time for Easter weekend. There you go.
biblical epic.
Yeah,
Long
I
show.
guess that's a long show, a lot of trailers,
Yeah.
a lot of news today. And we also did like an hour weekly watchy, so there's that.
Yeah.
All right, let's just plug it off, I guess. So, Ariq, why don't you go ahead?
My banner, I lost it.
I'm trying to look for it as well.
You can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterbox at Rigidoo.
All right, Teguh.
You can find me on Instagram at TG23399 and on Twitter at Tegidu.
All right, and you guys can find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KYA27 and at Letterbox and YouTube at Disco Monkey. Yep, Albert.
Before I plug, I almost forgot one thing. Apparently, John Cena is in the Barbie movie. We didn't see him in the trailer.
Well,
Yeah, but
Interesting.
apparently he's in the
Well.
Barbie movie. So
well, that
there you
says
go.
everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, that you don't see him. Exactly. Anyway, find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterbox, J.A. Wiradharma, that's JAWIRA DHARMA. Follow me everywhere there. Um, I do straight out of the theater reviews on TikTok and on the YouTube shorts for the Councilmen. So after I watch a movie, I do straight out of theater reviews. So if you like that, make sure you follow us there, follow me there, and follow Councilmen on socials as well at Councilmen Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel again to keep up with the shorts, to keep up whenever we do trailer reactions. And yeah, of course, Councilman Show going live every Saturday on the I almost say website. I guess it is website on YouTube. On the YouTube, every Saturday 10:30 a.m. Eastern. If you want to watch us live and join there, but if not, you can always listen on a playback wherever you listen to podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Stitcher, Podbean, everywhere. So subscribe to us there, leave a review, and again, follow us on our socials. So that is all of those. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. All right. Now I gotta sleep because my flu is getting worse. All
Oh,
right.
no. Feel better.
And with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode.